Thinking about switching? Trust me, Verizon's got you. Get to your local Verizon store today.
It's football season. Time to fire up the grill and bring your A-game to the tailgate. Whether it's delicious Hatfield bacon to kick off your day or a tender, juicy marinated pork tenderloin sizzling for halftime, Hatfield's got your menu covered for every fan feast. From the coin toss to the final whistle, Hatfield brings bold flavor to every play. Find your game day favorites at simplyhatfield.com. Hatfield, better care, better pork.
Tailgating without Pepsi this football season? That'd be like playing football without pads. You could do it, but I wouldn't. Or like watching the Eagles without a Go Birds chant. It's just not the same. Your tailgate's cheesesteak is good, but a cheesesteak paired with a crisp, refreshing Pepsi Zero Sugar? That's a game changer. Tailgating deserves Pepsi.
Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply.
We're reacting to all things Eagles-Giants tomorrow. The Midday Show. Hugh Douglas, Joe Giglio, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on WIP.
Mike, there are a couple fans sitting just below us. One is wearing the number 6 for Jackson Dart. This must be a new issue this year. But unfortunately, his friend next to him is wearing a number 1 for Malik Neighbors. And he is probably their most talented offensive player, the wide receiver, and they've lost him for the season.
Yeah, they really have had to change and morph. And this offense is going to look a lot different than what they expected, what the Giants expected coming into the season. They not only lost Malik Neighbors, but even tonight, Darius Slayton, their other best wide receiver, he's not playing tonight. So it's a bunch of young guys. But I know this, the one kid, Jalen Hyatt, he has tremendous speed. He won the Fred Biletnikoff Award when he came out of Tennessee. And I guarantee you, they'll try and get him deep early in this football game.
Mailata, Bourne, and Blankenship are the Eagles' captains, and tonight's coin toss sponsored by Auto Lenders. If you don't save thousands on one-owner low-mileage vehicles and Auto Lenders, you must be a Giants fan.
Oh, God.
They have a wide receiver they've activated, Lil Jordan Humphrey.
The NFL side is shield. Its shield is heads. The T side is tails. The NFL shields heads. T is tails. Philadelphia, you're the big team. It is your choice. Heads. Heads is the call. It is tails. New York, you win the toss. Defer. You want the ball? They deferred. You want the ball? You want the ball? Which one you want to kick? Just like this. Okay. New York wins the toss. Selection to defer, their choice. The Eagles will receive.
Well, you heard it. The Eagles on offense first. And let's see if they can get it going. Let's see if they can make that running game productive.
I know that's what Saquon Barkley would love, to get this run game going. Just get the offense moving and get rhythm to the offense. I like some of the variety that I've seen over the past couple of weeks from the offense, some of the plays some of the things that they're doing, but you have to have some rhythm. You have to have some continuity and putting plays together back to back. Give them a run and then have a passing action off of that same running style.
The deep men are Will Shipley to the far side and Tank Bigsby to the near side. The punter, Jamie Gillen, will kick off for New York. They've picked up a kicker. Of course, they've lost Graham Gano for who knows how long. They picked up another kicker, Jude McTenby.
As much as the Eagles want to make sure that they're protecting the football, they also have to be a little bit more aggressive at the same time. There's that fine balance that you have to be able to understand and be able to play with. The protection of the ball, not giving it away, but at the same time aggressively attacking the defense.
So here we go, Thursday night in New York, NFL football, and here is the left footer bouncing it downfield. Penalty flag will throw right away because it didn't reach the landing zone.
Correct.
So they use the punter, and he squib kicks it downfield. That will come out to the 40-yard line. I've seen two teams do that in overtime, which cost them.
The ball he plays at the 40-yard line, first down, Philadelphia.
What a break.
You know, that knuckleball that we saw a couple of weeks ago, you have a lot of kickers now trying to hit that. But if it doesn't get to the 20-yard line, if the ball lands before it enters the 20-yard line, then it doesn't reach the landing zone. And the result is the Eagles have it on the 40-yard line.
Unforced error against the Giants. Eagles line up at the 40, moving from our right to our left. They line up in an I formation. Now, Hurts goes into the gun. Hurts, hands off. He goes to Barkley. Barkley off the left side, 45, 50, 45. Barkley's first carry of the night is a success as he takes it for 18 yards.
And it's his best run of the season thus far. They take off the left side, and they got really good movement, and they're going to go without a huddle. They start the game, Merrill, in the tempo offense.
Hurts in the gun again. Barkley to his left. Two receivers stacked to the far side. Motion to the near side. Hurts goes back. He gives it off to Barkley again. Running room to the 35 to the 30. And there goes Saquon for 13 more before he's brought down by Javon Holland.
Yeah, excellent job up front. And this is what we talked about at the start of the game. Getting the run game going, moving the line of scrimmage, and you can see the displacement by the offensive lineman at the line of scrimmage.
1st and 10 inside the Giants' 30. Shotgun. Again a handoff inside, and this time they are pushing forward, and there isn't much more as it goes to A.J. Dillon.
Yeah, but Dexter Lawrence is there this time, and Dexter Lawrence, he's their beef in the middle. He's their enforcer, and this time he gets off of the block, and he's able to stop the Eagles for a more modest pickup.
It'll be 2nd down and 8. Football spotted at the 27-yard line. Hurts again in the gun. Slot to either side. Hurts stamps the right foot. He's back. He fakes. He's rolling. He looks, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. He took it outside, but the Giants didn't bite. And over to make the tackle was Drew Phillips, and that play will lose 2 yards.
Little quarterback run with a misdirection element to it, and the Giants just weren't fooled at all.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10. Have to get to the 19 for a first down. A.J. Brown to the far side. Smith to the near side. Now 2 receivers to each side. As Hurst takes the deep snap. He's back, he loads up, he fires on the far side of the field to Goddard. Goddard is trying to pull away, but he's going to be 6 yards shy of a first down. So they moved on the ground, but they have stalled deep in Giants territory, and the field goal unit comes on.
Yeah,
Jake Elliott 5 for 5 on the season.
The one negative play in this possession was the quarterback run, and that forced the Eagles into a long 3rd down situation that just were not able, because the Giants sit back in their zone and wouldn't allow them to get deep.
Elliott with a 42-yard attempt. Ball is spotted. The kick is away, and the kick is good. 3-0 Eagles. That field goal sponsored by your local Chevrolet dealers. Kicks for Kids program, donating another $500 to the First Tee Greater Philadelphia, where kids develop their character and confidence through the game of golf. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 3, the Giants nothing. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
This is Mike Quick. Get rid of those flimsy tablets and slow computers and get your team the game changer in point-of-sale solutions for restaurants, casinos, and bars. PDQ POS. Their state-of-the-art technology ensures that transactions are swift, secure, and hassle-free. But that's not all. PDQ Signature Systems is not just a point-of-sale system, it's a complete business management solution. Join the thousands of companies that have made the switch and upgrade to a customized POS solution from PDQ Signature Systems. Visit pdqpos.com.
In Philly, we go all out for what we believe in. And at Lincoln Financial, we're no different. Since 2003, we've been proudly flying alongside Eagles fans everywhere. Since 1905, we've been helping Americans with retirement, protection, and benefit solutions built to last. 120 years in, and just like the birds, we have no plans on slowing down. Lincoln Financial, the name behind the link. Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates. Copyright 2025.
This is Merrill Reese. When it comes to your roof, it's like football. Good planning is essential. That's why I've got a brand new gorgeous roof from Impriano Roofing. Jack Impriano and his 4 sons are a true family business, using only quality, certainteed roofing products, serving our area for 5 decades. Accountability plus. It's good to get a brand new roof from Impriano Roofing. Visit Impriano.com. That's Impriano.com. The best homes have an Impriano roof.
Talking Eagles Giants tomorrow morning. Joe DeCamera, John Ritchie, 94 WIP.
Ed Sheeran is bringing the Loop Tour to Lincoln Financial Field on September 19th, along with special guests Mac Lamore, Lucas Graham, and Aaron Rowe. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Here is Elliott's kickoff, and it is coming down to Olszewski. Takes it at the 10, 15, 20, cuts to the center of the field, reaches the 30, goes outside, 35-40, Olszewski to the 45, and Olszewski gives the Giants better starting field position than the Giants gave the Eagles with the mishap on the kickoff.
Yeah, finally brought down by Cam Latu, but he does a really good job of baiting the Eagles into the inside, and once he gets the wing guys or the outside guys to bite in, then he sprints around the outside left where there's a lot of room.
1st and 10 for New York, the football at their own 46. They go with a double tight end. Dart standing in the gun. On 1st down, Dart calling for the football. Eagles lead 3-0. It is a running play straight ahead, and picking up about 3 yards is Scattaboo. Cam Scattaboo, rookie out of Texas. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
You notice the Eagles that when they load up that front with the 5-man front, they do a much better job of limiting the run production.
Slot to either side on 2nd down and 7. Motion to the near side of the field. Back goes Dart. He fires, and it is almost picked off. Goes over the middle and almost picked off.
Jalix Hunt had it, Merrill.
Yeah, in his hands. Theo Johnson was the intended receiver.
They drop Hunt, or Vic Fangio drops Hunt in coverage off of the right edge, and he gets right into the lane.
He was right there.
And Jackson Dart just throws it almost into his chest.
It is 3rd down and 7 for the Giants. Ball at their own 48. In the gun, again, is now they're going to throw the penalty flag, and let's see who moved. It's the Giants. Illegal procedure. So that will put the Giants in a 3rd down.
Offense number 89, 5-yard penalty.
And 12.
The linebackers start to run to the line of scrimmage and show pressure coming, and it was just a flinch by the receiver on the outside.
3rd down and 12 for the Giants. Eagles lead 3-0. We've played 2.5 minutes. In the gun, Dart bracketed on either side. Slot to the far side. Lone receivers to the near side. Dart takes the snap. He's back again. Here comes the rush. He lets it go deep down the near sideline of the field. And leaping and coming down with the football is Humphrey. Lil Jordan Humphrey went high and came down with the ball in front of Keely Ringo at the 22-yard line.
And that's what they were trying to get on the previous play when Humphrey jumped, because he knew that the football was coming to him. As a one-on-one situation on the outside against Keely Ringo, and he just outmans him for the football.
1st and 10 Giants at the Eagles 22. Under center this time is Dart. Dart on 1st down goes to Scatterbo, and Scatterbo picks up about 1.5 yards. That's it. Maybe 2, and he's brought right down by Makuba.
Yeah, really nice job bringing the safety up this time, Big Fangio, getting Makuba up around the line of scrimmage, and he and Jordan Davis getting in on the stop.
It is 2nd down. They go with the slot to the far side, wing to the near side. Single setback, Scatterbo. Play action. Dart rolling. Dart looking. Dart starts to move, gets free, and he overthrows Wendell Robinson. He wiggled away, Mike, and he actually had Robinson open inside the 10, but he couldn't hit him.
This is what Jackson Dart is so good at doing, avoiding the hits. When guys are trying to get that big hit on him in the backfield, he's able to sidestep them, get out of harm's way. And when you do that, you're going to get open targets down the field. He buys a lot of time, and he's able to make big plays with buying time.
It is 3rd and 8 for the Giants. They're just outside the Eagles' 20. 3rd and 8. They have to get inside the 13. Dart in the gun again. He takes his drop. He surveys the field. He starts to run. He's going to carry the ball. He has a 1st down. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Jackson Dart, touchdown.
This is what he gives this offense. Fangio is coming with the blitz. Blitz very aggressive, and Jackson Dart steps out of harm's way. Then there's a running lane in the middle. All he has to do is shake Zach Bond, who's the only guy there that could possibly get a hit on him. He shakes Bond and runs into the end zone.
That's where he's dangerous.
Those pressures, when you bring the pressure, you have to make sure you have that lane integrity. When you give up those creases, this is a guy who can burn you.
Here is the extra point, spotted, kicked up, good. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Giants 7, the Eagles 3 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Football fans don't just watch the game, they live it. From pregame rituals to postgame celebrations, PNC is proud to be presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network and a devoted fan just like you. Fans who show up in full force in every kind of weather, because keeping your finances boring allows you to make exciting memories full of face paint, tailgates, and all the things that make game day. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Get my neck roll! Ike Reese here, and I know about tackling. And you know what? You can tackle your game day menu this season with the official hot dog of the Philadelphia Eagles from Dietz & Watson. Fire up that grill at the tailgate with perfectly smoked premium franks and sausages in bold flavors like jalapeno cheddar and bacon cheddar. Sandwiches are always better with freshly sliced meats and artisan cheeses from Dietz & Watson. Head to DietzandWatson.com to find a local retailer near you. Dietz & Watson, it's a family thing.
Fall into savings with Guida Door and Windows buy one, get one half off sale. For every door and window you buy, you get the second at 50% off. And you can mix and match the savings. Buy an entry door, get half off a storm door. Buy a patio door, get 50% off a window. The more you need, the more you save. Plus, take advantage of interest-free financing for up to 18 months. Call Guida to schedule a free estimate at 877-GO-GUIDA or visit them at GoGuida.com. That's go, GUIDA.com.
If you're a contractor, municipality, or run a commercial fleet, you already know your trucks are the backbone of your business. That's why so many here in the greater Philadelphia area trust Knapheide Truck Bodies and Equipment. Available locally at H.A. DeHart & Son in Thoroughfare, New Jersey. From crane-reinforced bodies to versatile fleet service bodies, we offer solutions that can be mounted on the truck chassis of your choice. Give them a call at 856-845-2800 or visit hadehart.com.
Hey, it's Devontae Smith. Hear me scoring touchdowns all season long, right here on 94 WIP.
Want the ultimate Eagles experience? Sign up for the Eagles Youth Football Clinics this fall at the NovaCare Complex. Clinics are open to children ages 5 to 14. Register now at eaglesacademies.com. The Eagles did not play contain on Jackson Dart. That was his 20th run of the season and his 4th rushing touchdown.
Well, and Lil Jordan Humphrey got this thing started for the Giants.
Here is the kickoff, and this kickoff would have gone into the end zone, but it's fielded by Tank Bigsby, who brings it out to the 20, 25, 30, and if he had stepped away and let it hit the end zone, it would be at the 35. That is it's not a big mistake, but it is still a mistake. You've got to know where you are at every second. Fielded at chest high at the goal line. 1st and 10 Eagles, who trail 7-3. This time instead of the 40, they're starting at their own 29. A.J. Brown to the far side. Jahan Dotson and Devontae Smith to the near side. Goddard wing to the near side of the field. Hurts in the gun. Hurts puts Smith in motion. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He looks. He fires. He completes it. And being knocked out is Goddard. Pick up on the play of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I worry that the Giants, especially up front, are going to start to get the rhythm of the snap count of the Eagles because it seems to be at the same time every snap.
Now they mark it up at the 34, which makes it a 5-yard gain. 3 receivers slot to the far side of the field. Hurts in the pistol with Barkley behind him. Barkley has 30-something yards rushing, and now he takes the handoff, tries to get away, and he'll be thrown for a 4-yard loss. The Giants were all around him the second the ball was into his midsection.
Yeah, Brian Burns coming off the edge, Merrill got into the backfield as soon as the ball is snapped and disrupt this play right away.
He had successive runs on the first possession of 19 and 17 yards, but not that time. And the Eagles have a 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8. 2 receivers to the far side. Slot to the near side. Goddard comes wide left. Hurts in the gun. He's back. He steps up. Here comes the rush. They've got him back at the 20. Sack number 1. And it is Brian Burns.
It's Burns again. Back-to-back plays by Brian Burns coming off the Eagles' left side.
Mike, there's no 2 ways about it. The offensive line is getting beaten on those last 2 plays.
Well, it's just the speed of Brian Burns, and he bull rushes Jordan Mailata, but he pushes him back so far, all he has to do is then go to the inside, and he finds himself a quarterback.
In the punt.
Mailata may be just setting a little bit too deep because it's too easy for Burns to just go inside of him and get to the quarterback on that play.
Olszewski, the deep man for New York. 7-3 Giants lead. Man gets it away. Just gets it away. It's a wobbler. Olszewski takes it at the 20, makes the first man miss, comes along the sideline, and then is knocked out of bounds by Trotter, shy of the 35-yard line. So the Giants on offense again. So far, they have not played like a 1-4 football team.
Well, and when the Giants start to play well up front, and they have the ability to, but they haven't hit a lot of quarterbacks. They don't have a lot of quarterback sacks, but they do have the ability to.
And frankly, recently the Eagles aren't playing like a 4-1 football team. 1st and 10 for New York. Ball at their own 34. In the pistol. Jackson Dart. Motion to the near side. The give goes to Scadaboo, and Scadaboo drags a few people, but he still only picks up about 3 yards. Scadaboo, a big, powerful back.
Yeah, he is. He's not tall. He's 5'11". He's about 215, 220 in that range, but he is a Mack truck. He will run you over.
It is 2nd down and 7. In the gun again is Dart. Watch him when he begins to move. We found that out early. He goes back. He sets up. He is looking. He is firing. He's got a wide open Wendell Robinson at the Eagles 40, and he gets up untouched and takes it to the 36.
Keely Ringo doesn't realize that he's in the NFL right now. You know, first of all, you give up the play on the crossing route, and then he just looks at him on the ground as if he's down already. You have to touch him down in the National Football League, Keely. He just runs right by him.
Giants on
What
the
are you
move.
thinking?
Obviously nothing. 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 36. Singletary in the backfield. Motion. Give goes to Devin Singletary, and he's thrown for a loss. Eagles grabbed him as he came off left tackle, and they pull him back. That's Zach Baun.
Zach Baun shooting the gap, recognizing run, and runs to the football right away.
7-3 Giants lead. 6 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Empty backfield. Dart looks very, very confident. Standing at the 41 to take the snap. Goes into a long count. 3 receivers to the near side. Dart straight back. He's loading up. Starting to run. He tries to bounce left. Now he bounces right. Still looking. And he fires it to Wendell Robinson, who makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and runs in for a touchdown. Drew Makuba blew the tackle. He had him around the waist and let him go.
Well, there are bodies around Jackson Dart, and no one can bring Jackson Dart down. He shows you how athletic he is by, as I said earlier, keeping the play alive. And when he does that, if you don't plaster to your receivers down the field, this is the result. He's able to find the target on the right side. Drew Makuba, as you said, missed the tackle. The Giants are in for another touchdown.
Well, the Eagles are in for a night of challenges. Right now, they're going to be down. They're about to be down 14-3 after the extra point has not been converted. McAdamney missed the extra point, so it is 13-3. All right, that could be important. There's a timeout on the field with the score. New York 13, the Eagles 3 on the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Kickoff game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say their first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
In Philly, the field is sacred, the fans are family, and the energy unmatched. And Lincoln Financial gets it. Since 2003, we've stood with the Eagles through brotherly love and brotherly shoves. And for 120 years, we've been helping Americans with retirement, protection, and workplace solutions built to last. Lincoln Financial, the name behind the link. Learn more at LincolnFinancial.com. Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2025.
This Eagles season, get in the game at Acme. Enter their Swoop In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Eagles tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, or more. Download the Acme app or visit acmemarkets.com/swoop in and win for more details. Plus, save 5% when you shop on game days wearing your Eagles apparel. Acme makes sure Eagles fans have all their game day needs. Don't miss the football deal of the week. Snyder's family-sized pretzels, Cape Cod chips, or Pepperidge Farm goldfish, all $1.99 when you buy 3. Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Piazza Auto Group is proud to have served as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network for over 20 years. As we hope for another championship, it's the perfect time to drive home in the new or certified pre-owned vehicle you've been wanting. The Piazza Auto Group features 18 brands, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. To find the location nearest you or to shop their extensive inventory, visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new
Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply. In-app only.
Breaking down this Giants-Eagles game tomorrow on the afternoon show, 2 to 6, WIP.
The kickoff is taken by Shipley, who has cartwheeled at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Mike, anybody who thought this was going to be child's play has another thought coming. Now, fortunately, we're in the first quarter, but the Eagles are being tested, and they're trailing 13-3 to the lowly New York Giants.
And the Giants are taking the fight to them, and you look at the energy from the Giants, their sideline on the field, it's different. They have set the tone of this game.
Well, it's time for the Eagles to wake up. Hurts lines them up. He's got Barkley to his right. Wing to the far side. 2 receivers to the near side. On first down, Hurts fakes. He's back. He's looking. He is firing, and it's incomplete wide of A.J. Brown on the near sideline. Let's go down to Devin.
Thanks, Merrill. Well, safety Reed Blankenship, who has emerged as a leader on this team in his first year as captain, took it upon himself to call a huddle of the entire defense after that last Giants touchdown. He told them, guys, this isn't who we are. We need to get it together. He said, we are playing too high. We need to bring it down. We need to settle in. We got to get it together. Guys, back to you. 2nd and 10. Eagles with the ball at the 25-yard line as Hurts lines them up. Barkley to his left. Motion, Goddard from left to right. Hurts is back again. Here comes the rush. He lets it fly down the far side for A.J. Brown, who makes the catch over on the far side of the field. And it was a great catch because he was well covered.
He's tightly covered on the outside, but even when he is covered, he's open. He makes the adjustment to the football. The defender, Merrill, is right there, but he doesn't realize it because A.J. is so good with the late hands.
30 yards on that play. 1st and 10. This time the give goes to Barkley. He comes across the 40 and he runs for 6 yards to the 39.
So
that's much better.
Much better. Even with Paulson Adebo running with A.J., because he doesn't throw his hands up to catch the ball, he just lets the ball float into him and make the reception. Adebo never knew the ball was even there.
It is 2nd down and 4 for the Birds. They were at the Giants' 39. Tight formation. Hurts puts Smith in motion left to right. Hurts fakes, back, looking, still looking, still looking. He is firing, complete. He's got a first down at the 15-yard line to Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, really nice job by Jalen hanging in that pocket.
He did.
He could have gone deep earlier in the play, but he hung in that pocket and found Dallas Goedert.
Eagles in the Deborah Hart Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. 1st and 10 Eagles knocking on the Giants' door at the 16-yard line. On first down, Hurts fakes and then pulls it back and then slings it out to Goddard. But very little there as the Giants converge and make the stop. Good play by Adebo. Pickup of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Eagles trail 13-3.
Kayvon Thibodeau came off the edge here and they forced Jalen to loop this throw. And it took so long to get to Dallas Goedert. That's why he was stopped so quickly.
Now Barkley deployed as a receiver, stacked behind Jahan Dotson to the far side. Slot to the near side. Empty backfield. 2nd and 7 at the 14. Hurts is straight back. Hurts is looking, still looking. He fires, he completes it. He got Smith across the 5 who takes it down to the 4. Another first down.
Yeah, really good job by Smitty of uncovering for the quarterback. Now, Jalen didn't have the target that he wanted initially. He has a hold on to it, the offensive line doing their part, and then Smitty breaking open.
Latu, the fullback, comes in. 1st and goal from the 4. Eagles trail 13-3.
Cameron Latu plays a variety of positions. He could be fullback, he could be tight end, wing back.
Hurts lines up with Latu in the backfield as a fullback. Barkley behind him. The give goes to Barkley, who spins and goes no place. He did not go to the side of the fullback, Mike. He faked that way and went to the open side and still was brought down.
Yeah, they're talking to the fullback now. I think he might have gone out of position.
Looked it. I don't think they brought the fullback in to block on the opposite side of Barkley. Okay, empty backfield. Barkley split as a receiver. Now to the near side, A.J. Brown. Motion. Latu. Hurts in the gun. Hurts comes up under center. Hurts on a shovel pass, gets it inside, and going down and getting in. Touchdown, Dallas Goedert. He's done it again with the shovel pass.
Yeah, it's a little screen pass to Dallas Goedert where, he sets up a little triangle right there on the right side, and Goddard just motions in, and he hides behind those big bodies and then takes off with the football into the end zone. Love this play.
How can you not?
So if you look at the red zone package, especially when they get in the low red zone, the Eagles have been really creative this early part of the season.
He used that in Kansas City. Here is the extra point. Spotted, kicked up, and it is good. So it is tighter. The touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Time out on the field with the score. The Giants 13, the Eagles 10. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hey Eagles fans, Verizon's kicking off big savings, scoring a touchdown with low prices locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with autopay plus taxes and fees. It's a deal that'll have you doing an end zone dance. Don't get flagged for high prices. Huddle up at your local Verizon store today. You'll be tackling savings in no time. Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. $20 monthly credit applied over 36 months and time of congestion. Unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms apply. See store for details.
Imagine the perfect chicken tender. Crispy, juicy, for lack of a better word, tendery. Now imagine these perfect tenders at Wendy's. 'Cause they are. Wendy's new chicken tenders are here with delicious new dipping sauces like Wendy's Signature, Creamy Ranch, and Honey Barbecue. And they're so good, we even changed our name from Wendy's to Tendies. I believe that's what the kids call manifesting. For Tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
At participating U.S. Wendy's. Psst, hey you, stop twisting your pretzel and get to Jacktoberfest at Del Chevrolet. 31 days of unprecedented savings. Over 300 vehicles to choose from, all with big Del discounts and incentives. Only at Del Chevrolet. Quit dipping your schnitzel and take advantage of 0% financing and no money down available every day at Del Chevrolet. Located on Route 30 in Paoli. Online at DelChevrolet.com. If you're worried you're going to pay too much for your next car, you don't know Jack. Say habla español.
Jack, sell them for less.
In St. Pete Clearwater, you can chill by the crystal clear Gulf.
And stroll downtown St. Pete's galleries and murals.
And hang with the locals at a fishing pier.
And escape to secluded white sand beaches.
Secluded, huh?
Yeah, and they're spectacular.
And then grab a sandwich at the Grouper capital of the world.
And maybe a nightcap at a rooftop bar with sunset views.
Okay. In St. Pete Clearwater, you'll find just what you're looking for.
And then some.
Your Florida escape begins at visitspc.com.
Hear Nick Sirianni's presser after the game on 94 WIP.
The Great Hands Catch of the Game, sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. De-stress after the game with a relaxing massage or facial, starting at $79.95. You know,
that's an easy one.
It might behoove Jake Elliott to kick off to the side of Deontay Banks.
Yeah, but that Great Hands catch, that's an easy one. That was the A.J. Brown one down the sideline for 30 yards.
It was.
Yeah.
Sorry I didn't let you slip it in. But I'm focusing on the kickoff.
You're thinking about that big return that the Giants got.
That's right. Now here is the kickoff again going to Oshevsky, and he's the most dangerous returner. Out to the 20, cuts back, and he's leveled by Trotter.
Not this time, Trotter
comes down and says, oomph. 18-yard kickoff return.
Jeremiah Trotter lays his helmet right into his midsection, and not this time.
Mike, I know he doesn't get much time at linebacker with the talent that the Eagles have out there, and actually Nakobe Dean is back tonight but playing special teams, but Trotter is a heck of a football player.
Yes, he is. And we'll see a little bit of Nakobe Dean tonight. You're not going to see a lot of him because these linebackers have played so well.
1st and 10 Giants, ball on their own 23. In the gun, Dart. Motion to the near side. They go with an end around Wendell Robinson, and it doesn't work. He is thrown out of bounds by Quinyon Mitchell. He just tracked him.
Yeah, they
grabbed him near the sideline and threw him out.
They tried to use the speed of Robinson on that little jet sweep motion, but it was strung out all the way.
Patrick Johnson in there too. The two of them. It is 2nd down and 10. It's when Dart starts running around that you have to hold your breath. He stacks 2 receivers over to the far side of the field. Motion to the near side. Robinson, who has a touchdown. Dart fakes. He's back. He's looking. He's going to run. Here he goes. They got him. They got him at the 23-yard line. Not this time. It's Byron Young who made the tackle.
Yeah, they need a lot more of that. Really nice job here, just holding their ground. The football comes out, but it looks like the Giants get back on it.
That sack sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest details.
Yeah, they've got to swarm. They've got to keep him confined in a small space. When there's too much room, he's able to avoid and then make a play downfield.
It is 3rd and 10 for New York. They have to get across their own 33 for a first down. Dart puts a man in motion. Johnson, the tight end. Dart takes the snap out of the shotgun. He looks, he fires, he completes it short of a first down. This time he found Lil Jordan Humphrey, and Lil Jordan went straight down. That's really his name. His birth name is Lil' Jordan.
Well,
Lil Jordan.
Lil Jordan is not that little, you know. He's a big 6'4" receiver. 6'4", 225, been around the league for a little while.
I'm sure he was little when he was born. There's the end of the first quarter with the score. The Giants 13, the Eagles 10 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Being an Eagles fan is serious business with no time for aches and pain. The physical therapist at NovaCare will help make sure you stay healthy, active, and doing the activities you love, like cheering on the Eagles. With more than 150 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey, visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. Experience the power of physical therapy.
Know what's below, because even minor excavation projects like installing a mailbox, building a patio, or putting up a fence can do major damage. Contact 811 before you dig, or visit pa1call.org to submit a locate request to have underground utilities marked.
Dear Autumn, fall into great value in a new Toyota, like the tough as nails Tacoma, the sleek all-hybrid Camry, or the versatile RAV4. There's a Toyota for every lifestyle. Find yours today. Toyota, let's go places.
At Hand & Stone, you get what you really need. Fewer messages and more massages. Right now, with the special introductory offer at just $79.95, you can disconnect and experience a restorative massage or a rejuvenating facial. When the digital world has you drained, let licensed experts help restore you. With over 600 Hand & Stone locations nationwide, relief is always nearby. So press pause on the stress and book your escape today at handandstone.com or just stop by your local spa.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
Seth Joyner joins us tomorrow at 9 a.m. on 94 WIP.
3 and Out, sponsored by Modern Group. For 80 years, Modern Group has been the area's trusted source for construction, arborist, material handling, and standby power equipment. Visit moderngroup.com to find out what 8 decades of experience has to offer. It is 13-10 Giants. And the Eagles defense just played a series the way they're supposed to play the series.
Sure.
And they shut the Giants down 1-2-3. In the punt, Jamie Gillen. In the return, Jahan Dotson. Love to see him break something. Used to do it all the time at Penn State. Of course, this isn't the Big Ten. Here is the punt, end over end. Dotson comes up. He fields it at the 20, looks for running room, and finds only a couple of open yards and takes it across the 25 to the 28. Eagles' first defensive stop was brought to you by Plumbers Union Local 690, protecting the health of the nation. Visit plumber690.org.
Yeah, the Eagles' first possession, they established that they can indeed run the football. They did that with Saquon in that first possession. The second possession, they came out throwing, and they threw it extremely well. And they know that they can throw the football against this defense. They play a lot of man coverage, and that's what the Eagles specialize in, beating man coverage.
1st and 10, Birds up at the 21-yard line. Shotgun. Hurts fakes the handoff and then falls across the 25-yard line. I don't know what was going on there. I'm not sure. If he faked it to Barkley and then took it back and then was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's the second play that seemed like it was a little bit off kilter, and it doesn't help when you allow the Giants across the line of scrimmage because there are blue shirts in the backfield.
For those of you counting, that was the 8th run, and they've thrown the ball 8 times. Slot to the far side of the field. Hurts in the gun. Double tight end. Motion to the near side of the field. Hurts takes a high snap, gives it off inside, and plowing ahead up close to the 30 is Barkley. Doesn't get much. Just about 3 yards. That puts the Eagles in a 3rd down and 7. They have to get up to the 36-yard line for a first down. Eagles trail early in the second quarter, 13-10.
Yeah, you've got to be productive on every play. That first down play put them in a tough predicament because now you find yourself in a 3rd and fairly long situation.
Hurts lines them up. Devontae Smith to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. Dotson stacks to the left of Smith. Hurts in the gun. Hurts goes straight back. He's looking, still looking. He fires, running with the football. It's Smith. He's got a first down and more as he takes it up to the 40. Running a crossing pattern. He got him in stride. And Devontae Smith picked up 16 yards.
Yeah, the Eagles specialize in beating man coverage, and this time it's Smitty on a cross, a little shallow cross, and he gains ground as he crosses the field, and he's wide open. They're going tempo, no huddle.
Okay, they go with a stack over to the far side. Smith to the near side, 1st and 10, up at their own 45. This time, Hurts straight back. Here comes the rush. He's rolling. He fires. He completes it. And it is A.J. Brown making the catch up across midfield and going out of bounds at the Giants' 39. So one time it's Smitty and the next time it's A.J.
Yeah,
that's the way it should be.
That's exactly the way it should be. This is a fantastic job of distributing the ball, movement in the pocket or behind the line of scrimmage, and finding targets downfield.
Hurts just throwing so well on the run. 1st and 10 Birds. Ball at the 39 of New York. Slot to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. Hurts stamps the foot. Oh, he's back. Here comes the rush. He better hurry. He's rolling to his left. He's still rolling. He fires. Complete on the far side of the field, and making the catch is Dotson. He found Jahan Dotson downfield for a first down. Dotson was in kind of a scramble drill, and he made himself available, and it resulted in a 17-yard gain.
You have to give a lot of credit to the offensive line on this particular play because they do an unbelievable job of giving Jalen a lot of time, and then he rolls to his left, buying more time and allowing his receivers to uncover.
Now John Mechie comes in the game. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. 1st and 10. Ball at the 22. Hurts to Barkley. Tries to go outside, but the Giants hug him before he can turn the corner and put him down for little or no gain. Thibodeau. He's awfully good, Thibodeau.
He has got
first-round draft pick.
Yeah, he has gotten a lot better. I think this year, Kayvon Thibodeau is playing his best football.
Very talented player out of Oregon.
Hurts 10 of 11 passing so far, 127 yards and a touchdown.
A.J. Dillon comes in the backfield. Replaces Barkley. Slot to the near side. Hurts in the gun. It is 2nd and 10. Double tight end. Motion A.J. Brown. Hurts back. Hurts looking. Hurts fires. He completes it. Diving and coming close to a first down is Dallas Goedert. Let's see if he picked it up. He's very close. Depends on the spot.
Dallas Goedert is so good. If they're going to play zone, he knows how to work into those windows in the zone. If they're going to play man, he knows how to separate himself in man coverage. Boy, he's such a nice target to have.
It's 3rd and the yard. Mike, is this tush push? I would think.
Sure.
Why not? Sometimes they fake it. Now they're going to take a timeout.
He didn't reach.
Is a first down, Philadelphia.
Oh, it is a first down. A booth review gives the Eagles a first down. Forget the tush push. They don't need it. Eagles are in the Deborah Heart and Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation. So it is 1st and 10 from the 12. Barkley back in. This time he is split as a receiver to the near side. Stacked behind Dotson. Hurts on first down. Goes into a long count. Eagles trail 13-10. 9:44 to go in the first half. Hurts takes the snap. He looks. He fires. He completes it. A.J. Brown along the sideline. Picks up about 8 yards. Takes it inside the 5 down to the 3.
Yeah, this is just smart football. You know, you heard that term, take what the defense gives you. Well, if they're going to play off of A.J. Brown and Adebo does not want to give it to him deep, well, take what he's giving you, and they take the little outcut, getting closer to pay dirt.
Hurts in the gun again, empty backfield. He could quarterback draw, let's see. 1st and goal.
Stop taking my thoughts.
Hurts back, he's rolling, he's looking, he's pumping, he fires, and it's incomplete. Intended on deep in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Devontae Smith, who was well covered, and there was Drew Phillips right on his heels.
Well, he tried to get it to Devontae, but he wasn't available, so then he throws it to Saquon Barkley, who was then well covered, and the ball gets batted away.
It is 2nd and goal from inside the 4. Tight formation. Now, are they going to tush push? I don't think so, but let's see. They're lined up for a tush push from inside the 4 on 2nd down. They do tush push, and they are, I think they have the first down. I think they have a first down. They do. I believe. They only needed 1.5 yards. Let's see when they unpile.
A lot of big bodies in there. The most famous play in the National Football League today.
Well, they haven't signaled yet.
He's signaling it's about the length of a football.
Well, this is definitely tush push.
And it's crunch time, and you know what the play is here. Open a bag of savory hot and honey cheese curls. Hers, it's rooted in flavor. You know what the play is here.
It's a 0.5 yard they need.
And the Giants are going to call a timeout.
New York takes its first timeout. This will be a 30-second timeout.
Let's go down to Devin.
Thank you, Merrill. Just a quick injury update. Quinyon Mitchell walked into the blue 10 after that last defensive drive. Didn't look like it was any lower body injury. It looked like he was flexing his hands. Could be something on his lower arms. He's still in there. He's been in there for a while, much to the disgruntlement of the Thursday Night Football cameramen who are currently stuck where Jake Elliott is practicing kicks. So lots going on down here on the Eagles sideline. I'll keep you guys updated.
Well, Devin,
once
you
we learn more.
have our permission. You can open the door of the blue 10 and just ask him what's wrong.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'll try my best.
All right, it is 3rd down. It's 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1. It's a big tush push right here. He needs it. They sneak. He's got it. He's got it, no question about it this time as he sneaks down to the 1.
Got really good movement that time. Now the Giants are trying to say that they have the ball, but I know they got really good movement. And Jalen gets up and he does not have the ball, but they have a first down.
They do. So the Eagles trying to take the lead with 8 minutes left in the first half. Giants leading 13-10. Eagles led 3-0, then the Giants came back and scored 13 unanswered points. They missed an extra point. Eagles will line up the tush push again, I would believe. They're at the 2, although they could fake it. Here's Hurts under center. Hurts on first down, does sneak, does get the push, and hang on. They haven't signaled yet. Doesn't matter, they can just do it again.
Is this the most famous play in football?
It's become that.
It is. Is this the most popular play in football?
Well, it depends.
And the most controversial
among a lot of people. It's both the most popular and the most unpopular play in football. It's a half yard away. It'll be second down and a half yard. I'll tell you this.
You know, it's like golf. Like every shot in golf makes somebody happy. With this play, it makes somebody happy.
And they sneak and they push, and it's a touchdown. Easily. Touchdown Eagles, and they take the lead.
The officials take their time to put their hands up, but you go to the line of scrimmage and you know what it is, and you simply cannot do anything about it.
6:56 to go here in the first half. Eagles lead 16-13, and here's Jake Elliott for the extra point.
And here's one of the Giants still down on the field. Hopefully he's not hurt.
That touchdown brought to you by your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. You know, when the opponents of the tush push took their case to the league, they were saying it's a dangerous play.
Yeah.
Rarely do we see anybody injured on it, but somebody is right now. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles 16, Giants 13 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Whether it's midfield or in the red zone, our hometown team can handle anything thrown their way. That's why PNC is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network and support the team's dedication to smart, tested tactics. Being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. And just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there is a lot on the line. Having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
In this town, champions aren't born, they're built on the field and in care settings across the region. Brandon Graham here to tell you the Philadelphia Eagles and Jefferson Health are teaming up because they know precision matters, because every moment counts, and because care isn't just about what happens on game day, it's about showing up every day for every person in every neighborhood. We're one team with one goal, to care for this community together. Jefferson Health, champions of care.
For all the things you have to do and places you need to be, let Uber take you there. Because you had just one more 3 rounds ago. Because the 5 a.m. flight seemed like a good idea at the time. Because check engine lights always appear at the worst possible times. And because parking downtown is a nightmare. Because there are nights out, airport trips, and car troubles in your area, there are drivers in your area. Uber. Request a ride today. Wait time varies. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios and Odyssey Station.
Jalen Hurts, 5th rushing touchdown of the season, tying Dallas Goedert, who had one earlier in this game. Drive of the game sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, they make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. Here is Jake Elliott to add the 17th point. Ball is spotted, the kick is up, and the kick is good.
That indeed was the drive of the game. It's a 13-play drive capped off by a Jalen Hurts touchdown.
It was, and the Eagles now lead 17-13. Eagles defense has picked things up since early in this game when Jackson Dart was running them a bit dizzy.
Yeah, they really have. They let Jackson Dart get out of the pocket and create, which is what he's really good at. You know, Devin had that report on Quinyon Mitchell, and I don't like the sight that I see right now that he is on the bench with a scully on rather than having his helmet, and that's not good. And I did see Perry Nickerson go in and spend some time with him, and It looks like Perry Nickerson is going to go in instead of Quinyon Mitchell.
Mike, he's walking around. He doesn't. It doesn't appear to be anything
major.
Extreme. They didn't have to take him to the locker room.
I agree. But just not having him on the field, that's a big loss.
Here is the kickoff. It is coming down to Olszewski again after the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he spins to the 34. Gunnar Olszewski, he's a good return man. Brought down by Smile Mondon. Stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC brilliantly boring since 1865.
Jalen Hurts 12 of 14 for 146 yards and a touchdown. Saquon has 7 carries for 38 yards. Much better. A.J. Brown, 3 catches, 55 yards. Dallas Goedert 6, 50 yards and a touchdown.
1st and 10 Giants, ball at the 33, their own 33. Eagles stopped their last couple of possessions. This time, they hand the football off, and there's nothing there for Scatterbo. Picks up a couple of yards at the most. Jordan Davis strings over and squats on him.
Big JD. No, he's just fighting off of blocks. He does an outstanding job here of shaking John Runyon Jr. and getting to Scatterbo.
It is 2nd and 8. In the gun again. And handoff goes inside again. And this time running with the football is Tyrone Tracy, and he doesn't get any more success. Down to Devin.
Thanks, Merrill. An update on Quinyon Mitchell. He's questionable to return with a hamstring injury. So we did note he was walking just fine, but I suppose it's something that maybe the naked eye can't see. He is questionable to return to this game. Guys, back to you.
I noticed looking down that he was kind of rubbing the hamstring from behind.
I saw that as well.
It is 3rd down and 6. In the gun. Dart. Slot to the far side. Lone receiver to the near side. Does he run around this time? Let's see. Eagles lead 17-13. 5:40 to go in the first half. Back goes Dart. He's looking. He puts it in the air, and he completes it for a first down. Guess who? It is Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah, and once again in front of Keely Ringo.
1st and 10. Ball just across the 45-yard line. Lil Jordan coming up big a couple of times. 1st and 10. The ball at the 46. Wendell Robinson in motion. Dart fakes a pitch. He starts to run up the middle. He does, and he's tackled from behind, but not until he picks up 11 yards. Dart darts his way through until Jalix Hunt ends him after an 11-yard gain, but here are the Giants threatening again. They spot the ball short of the first down. They spot it at the 40, and he has to get to the 39.5. Or they spot it at the 45, and he has to get to the 44.5. Dart again. 2nd and 1. Motion. Dart goes with a quick pitch. Trying to get outside of Scatterbo. He has the first down and then takes a hit by Blankenship and goes out of bounds. Scatterbo for 6 yards. So the Giants are driving with 4:27 to go. They haven't given up by any stretch of the imagination. That confidence that they had early is still there as the young quarterback shows that he can play in this league. Back-to-back young quarterbacks. Last week, Bo Nix. This time, rookie Jackson Dart. Dart swings it out to Wendell Robinson on the far side, and he's tackled on a great play by Makuba.
Yeah, that's
Makuba went down low and grabbed him around the knees and held him to a 1-yard gain.
And in space, that's a difficult thing to do against such a swifty wide receiver. And excellent job by Drew Makuba making sure that he gets him around the legs and gets him on the ground.
I think he's a talented player, Mike, and I think that will continue to be shown as time goes on.
Wendell Robinson can flat out run, and to tackle him in space, that's an accomplishment.
It is 2nd down and 9. In the gun. Dart calls for the football. He's back. He looks right. He throws right. He completes it, but short of a first down as he gets it over to Theo Johnson, the tight end, who was tackled by Blankenship. Held short of the first down.
Yeah, Theo Johnson was his big target last week. Caught 6 balls in that game for the Giants last week, and he had 2 touchdowns. I'm surprised that he hasn't gone to him more already tonight.
3rd and 4 for the Giants. Football. at the 33. And the gun again is Jackson Dart. 3rd and 3. Eagles lead 17-13. Dart into a long count. One wide receiver set out to the far side. Back goes Dart. He looks, he fires, and it is caught. But let's see if he had the first down. It goes over to Jalen Hyatt, and he picks up the first down. Then he's knocked backwards, so Hyatt picks it up, and the Giants have a fresh set of downs. Tackle on the play by Adoree Jackson, former Giant.
Hey, what? That's one heck of a catch.
2:21 to go here in the first half. Back again goes Dart. He fires out in the flat again to Hyatt, and this time they pick up about 6 yards. Again, Adoree Jackson. Giants responded when they named Jackson that time because Adoree Jackson had some good years here. Very classy gentleman. Makes a lot of friends. For the Giants, it'll be 2nd down and 4. Eagles leading 17-13. And we will get the 2-minute warning with the score. The Eagles 17, New York 13 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. For well-qualified buyers, example 0 down payment. 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 11/3/25.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Maybe turn them into paper airplanes headed to See Ya Never AT&T and T-Mobile. Jokes aside, the best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. So bring in your bill to your local Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metrics True Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola. Tailgating and watching the birds. It doesn't get any better. So stop by your local fine wine and good spirits and grab yourself a 4-pack of Jack and Coke and Jack and Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. You can also sample some new flavors in a variety 6-pack as well. All available at your local fine wine and good spirits. And all ready to drink in a can. Jack and Coke. Born for the tailgate. Please drink responsibly.
Whiskey Specialty. 7% ABV. Jack Daniels Distillery. Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels and Old Number 7 are registered trademarks of Jack Daniels Properties, Inc. Coca-Cola is a trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Bet 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply.
Hey everybody, this is Hugh Douglas, and me and my man Joe Giglio, we're going to break down the Eagles tomorrow from 10 to 2 on WIP.
2nd and 4 for the Giants at the Eagles 22. Dart goes back. He's looking, still looking. He's still thinking about running, and they miss him, and he's off to the 20. He is off to the 15 and pushed out of bounds right there. I don't know how he got away, but he did. Picks up a first down. The 2-minute warning, sponsored by Wendy's. Savor the flavor of Wendy's new chicken tenders. Gotta have tendies. Gotta be Wendy's.
I think the Giants may have found their quarterback because, you know, in this age, this day of football, the mobile quarterback is taking over, and this guy shows that he has the poise to throw the ball from the pocket. He knows how to run the offense, and he certainly knows how to avoid and keep plays alive.
You will remember they thought they found their quarterback with Daniel Jones.
Well, I never did.
At any rate, Indianapolis does this time. The handoff goes inside, and it is Scatteraboo getting pushed back from about the 9-yard line. Scatteraboo's tough. 6 yards.
Nick Sirianni is going to get a timeout here.
He is. The Eagles' first timeout, sponsored by Ashley Furniture. Ashley is also taking a timeout to donate $250 to CHOP to support the Child Life Specialist Department.
Nick is going to see if he can get this ball back with enough time on the clock to go down and get more points.
But first things first, trying to keep the Giants out of the end zone. It is 2nd and 4 from the 9. I was impressed, Mike, with Dart when I watched him during the preseason. But then you watch preseason games and you have to take them with a grain of salt.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
But he's very, very shifty. He's very, very confident. He's about 6'2", 215. Had an outstanding career at the University of Mississippi. Had a very good combine.
He had a good game last week. They just turned the ball over too many times against the Saints.
2nd down and 4. Double tight end. Under center is Dart. Scatterbo in the backfield. The give goes to Scatterbo, and they push him back. He doesn't reach the 5. It will bring up a 3rd down for the Giants. 3rd and about 1.5 yards.
Nick's going to get another timeout here with 1:32 left on the clock.
3rd and a little over 1 yard. (17-13). The Eagles lead. Giants were up 13-3. Now they have a missed extra point, which could come back to haunt them. Giants are 4 for 5 on 3rd down conversions. Do they give it to Scatterbo? Or does Dart do something athletic?
I think they give it to Scatterbo. You know, that's the offense now. And last week they used the 2 tight end or the 12 personnel so often, and they like having extra tight ends, especially with all their receivers out, extra tight ends on the field and extra linemen. Now they have 3 tight ends on the field.
They line up. The rookie from Texas, positioned behind the rookie from Mississippi. Under center is Dart. Dart sneaks, and Dart picks up the 1st down. Didn't push, just a conventional quarterback sneak, and he picked it up by plenty.
Yeah, he's going to force Nick Sirianni to use his last timeout.
So the Giants are 3.5 yards away from taking the lead at halftime. Eagles up 17-13. Giants have not rolled over. They have not played like a 1-4 football team. And a lot of it has to do with the emergence of rookie quarterback Jackson Dart,
who has 4 carries on the night for 38 yards and a touchdown early in the game.
Remember, Daniel Jones was very good when he came out of Duke.
I just remember Daniel Jones running down the field and getting tackled by one of the stripes on the field when he's wide open.
I remember that too.
Wide open, running for a touchdown. And one of the lines on the field jumped up and tripped him.
But he's done other good things, and he's playing really well right now for the Colts.
14th play of the drive for the New York Football Giants.
1st and goal. Lil Jordan Humphrey out to the far side.
They like the high ball to Jordan Humphrey.
Under center, Dart. Dart fakes. Dart is back. He's looking. He is firing it, and it is not caught. It was Humphrey tickling it, but couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, an excellent job by Dory Jackson here, and then he's getting help from Makuba, and between the two of them, they try and climb the ladder with Humphrey to get the football out.
They could try that again. Who knows? It is 2nd and goal from the 4. 1 minute and 22 seconds remain here in the first half. Calling for the ball is Dart. Motion, Humphrey. This time it is a running play. Touchdown.
Yeah, they spread out the defense.
Off left tackle.
They made it look like pass. It's a passing set where they're able to spread the Eagles defense and give it to Scatterbo right up the middle. They pull the offside guard, and he leads Scatterbo through into the end zone.
Now let's see if McAdamney can make an extra point. He missed one earlier. Right now it is 19-17. The ball is spotted. The kick is up. And now the score is 20-17 as he converts. Timeout on the field with the score. New York 20. The Eagles 17 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
It's time to cut your old point-of-sale system and revolutionize your business with PDQ POS. Joe Flynn and his team at PDQ have been the industry leader for over 35 years. They offer everything from mobile POS to self-service kiosks and the best service and support in the industry. For the fastest, easiest, and most reliable POS available, trust PDQ POS. No matter how many locations you have, they'll build a custom solution for your business. Visit pdqpos.com.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Hey, this is Reed Blankenship from the Birds. Bring home more for less at Ashley. Check out these savings.
Holiday steals are here at Ashley. It's the perfect time to get your home ready and save big. From stunning dining sets for all your holiday feasts to super cozy sectionals perfect for movie nights, we have everything you need to make this season magical. Plus, save up to 25% off store-wide or enjoy 5 years no-interest financing. Happening now at Ashley.
Autolender's inventory of one-owner, low-mileage vehicles is so huge, it would take about 10 links to hold them all. That's right. We're talking probably the world's largest inventory, all priced thousands less. It's in a league all its own. So it's only fitting Autolenders is the proud sponsor of the coin toss before every Birds game. See for yourself at any of our 10 locations or Autolenders.com. Go Birds and fly, Autolenders fly.
Recapping this Eagles-Giants game tomorrow morning, Joe DeCamera and John Ritchie, 94 WIP.
Join the Eagles Kids Club today and get a free backpack and limited edition lunchbox while supplies last. Learn more at PhiladelphiaEagles.com/kidsclub.
Jalen Hurts, 12 of 14 on the night, 146 yards and a touchdown, but
Here is the kickoff. It is high and end over end, taken by Bigsby inside the 5. He muffs it. He picks it up. Now he looks for running room, and he doesn't find it. He's down at the 5. Tank Bigsby has not been impressive as a kick returner, Mike.
Yeah, and that rallies the crowd. You know, Nick Sirianni trying to save time on the clock, so they have a minute 12 left, but they're so backed up, they're in a scary position.
He had the day when they couldn't catch the knuckleballs against the Rams. Then a couple of times he has caught the ball at the goal line instead of letting it go into the end zone and move it out to the 35, and that was just a clear-cut muff. Stats brought to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. Well, the question is, can the Eagles move downfield and at least be in position for a field goal attempt? Also have to watch out for a safety here because they are dangerously close to the end zone.
Yeah, you got to protect the ball.
Hurts backs up. He hands it off inside and running with the football to the 20. Up to the 25 is Barkley. That's helps. A big play.
Yeah, that helps.
Pick up on the play of 18. This is the best Barkley has looked all season. It is second. It is 1st and 10 up at the 25. That gives them some room. Hurts back again. He's looking. He fires over the middle. He's got A.J. Brown at the 30. He takes it up to the 34. Using both receivers. Actually had a big pass also to Jahan Dotson earlier in this game. It is a 2nd down and 2. Hurts in the gun. 31 seconds to go here in the first half. Hurts backs up. He fires. He completes it. A.J. Brown catches it 6 yards from midfield and kills the clock and goes out of bounds. First down brought to you by Roto-Rooter. Move the chains and clog the drain leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter.
They're keeping those safeties back, but allowing AJ to work on the DOMO, and he does a really nice job of getting the ball a little further downfield, but stopping the clock, which is really important here.
Want to get it down to at least the 40 to give Jake Elliott a good opportunity, although his range is longer than that. Shipley in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side. Back goes Hurts again. He's looking. He fires. It's incomplete. That should be pass interference, but they don't call it. Goddard, I thought, was grabbed before he could extend for the ball, Mike. It was pretty close.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Pretty good timing by Belton, the safety, coming up on Dallas Goedert.
It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
They need that deep sail route or corner route to the inside receiver.
Only 21 seconds left. Mechie in the game. First half ticking away. Motion. Granson. Hurts back. Here comes the rush. He's being chased. He's looking. He's still looking, and he fires it out of bounds. Incomplete with 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, he had nothing there. The Giants came with the blitz, and Thibodeau forces him out of the pocket and running. He just has to throw this one away.
I think he has to go sideline, Mike. I don't think they have enough time to come down and spike it. Well, let's see.
He's got to go sideline. It's the same play I wanted on the previous. A corner route from the inside receiver. Sail route, corner route, where they can catch it and then get right out of bounds.
15 seconds to go in the first half. Hurts in the gun. 3 receivers left. 1 right. Now Hurts. The officials are holding things up. The Giants will call a timeout.
Yeah.
To set their defense.
Second time out of the half. This will be 30-second timeout.
If the Eagles get it close to the 40, you have a shot for Jake Elliott. Even the 45 would give him about a 65-yarder, which is 4 yards longer than his longest, which was a 61-yarder against the Giants. Who will ever forget that game? Turned the season around. Hurts lines them up. Shipley to his right. Hurts calling for the football. He's back. He's looking. He steps up. He's going to run. He's at the 50. He is at the 48. The clock is ticking. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the time expires. They could not stop the clock. They could not stop the clock. So the half is over and the Giants are in charge for the moment. Stay tuned for the Piazza Auto Group halftime show, sponsored by Piazza Premium Automobiles with 15 locations, including Mercedes-Benz, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, BMW, Infiniti, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Porsche. Visit PiazzaPremiumAutomobiles.com. There's the end of the first half with the score. The Giants 20, the Eagles 17 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Hi, I'm Joe Mederchik, PNC Bank Regional President. As presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network, PNC Bank loves an exciting game. But we also think a little boring can go a long way. You see, boring banking means you're doing the right things. That is why PNC leaves a third and long to the professionals. Reliable fiscal strategies are more in our zone anyway. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Dear Eagles fans, Toyota's a proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles and official automotive partner of the NFL. The Toyota Corolla and all-hybrid Camry make big plays with style and efficiency. RAV4 is a versatile game changer. Highlander's got room for your whole squad. And the rugged Tacoma and Tundra control the line of scrimmage. Visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places.
The Birds are grinding down the defense and chipping away at the score. Modern Group is Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey's banded tree care equipment dealer with hand-fed and whole tree chippers, stump grinders, industrial grinders, and shredders in stock and ready to bring power and performance to your team. Score big with banded equipment backed by Modern's all-brand service and support. Visit moderngroup.com for all your equipment needs. Join a winning team. Modern is hiring technicians, signing bonus, great pay benefits, and employee-owned.
This year's senior class is back at homecoming, reunited and protected with mNEXSpike, the new COVID-19 vaccine from Moderna for adults 65 and older. That's because these seniors know they face the highest risk of severe COVID. mNEXSpike, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA, is a COVID-19 vaccine for people 65 and older and for 12 to 64-year-olds at high risk for severe COVID. You shouldn't get mNEXSpike if you've had an allergic reaction to a previous Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Rare cases of inflammation of the heart muscle and outer lining have been reported. Common side effects include pain at the injection site, tiredness, headache, muscle or joint pain, chills, nausea, vomiting, and underarm swelling or soreness. mNEXSpike may not protect everyone. This year's senior class came ready with a COVID-19 vaccine that helps them keep showing up. mNEXSpike from Moderna, here for the senior class. Visit mnexspike.com to schedule your vaccine today. That's mnexspike.com.
Talking to Donovan McNabb tomorrow, 4 o'clock on the afternoon show with Ike, Spike, and Fritz.
This is the Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show with Tom Kelly.
Sponsored by the Piazza Auto Group with over 35 locations, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. Visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com. I'm Tom Kelly from the Eagles radio studios. Eagles taking on the Giants in New Jersey, 20-17. Giants on top at the half after Jake Elliott got the scoring started with a 42-yard field goal. Giants drive began around midfield after a nice return. Big completion from Jackson Dart to Lil Jordan Humphrey for 34 yards on 3rd and long. Got New York into the red zone. Then on 3rd and 7 from the 19, the rookie QB used his legs.
Dart in the gun again. He takes his drop. He surveys the field. He starts to run. He's going to carry the ball. He has a first down. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Jackson Dart, touchdown.
This is what he gives his offense.
After an ugly Eagle 3 and out, Giants got it back up 7-3. Dart went to work, hitting Wan'Dale Robinson for 26 into Eagle territory. Then 2 plays later,
Dart straight back. He's loading up, starting to run. He tries to bounce left. Now he bounces right. Still looking, and he fires it to Wendell Robinson, who makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and runs in for a touchdown. Drew Makuba blew the tackle. He had him around the waist and let him go.
Dart right back to Robinson for the touchdown. He breaks tackle from Drew Makuba, 13-3 Giants. Birds would answer, though. Big plays. Jalen Hurts hits A.J. Brown on 3rd down for 30. Couple plays later to Dallas Goedert for 23 more. Then on 2nd and goal from the 3, Coach Patullo went back to a play that worked for him a few weeks ago.
Hurts in the gun. Hurts comes up under center. Hurts on a shovel pass, gets it inside, and going down and getting in. Touchdown, Dallas Goedert. He's done it again with the shovel pass.
Hurts to Dallas Goedert for a 3-yard shovel pass touchdown. Birds, next possession, they would score another touchdown, 4 consecutive tush pushes from the 3. That would make it 17-13, but right before half, Giants answer again. 15-play drive. Cam Scatabo finishes it off with a 4-yard touchdown run. 20-17 Giants to score at the half. Piazza Premium Automobiles with 15 locations, including Mercedes-Benz, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, BMW, Infiniti, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Porsche. Visit PiazzaPremiumAutomobiles.com. When we return, some first half stats and an update on what is happening Game 4 of the NLDS in LA. This is the Eagles Radio Network presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
A message from Bradford White Water Heaters. How you heat your water matters, and you do have a choice. So choose efficiency, choose reliability, choose innovation, choose a water heater that's manufactured in America using the finest components from around the world. Choose Bradford White. Still is, and always will be, built to be the best. So make the right choice. Ask your plumbing professional to install a Bradford White water heater in your home or business. Visit BradfordWhite.com to learn more.
In Philly, we go all out for what we believe in. And at Lincoln Financial, we're no different. Since 2003, we've been proudly flying alongside Eagles fans everywhere. Since 1905, we've been helping Americans with retirement, protection, and benefit solutions built to last. 120 years in, and just like the birds, we have no plans on slowing down. Lincoln Financial, the name behind the link. Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates, copyright 2025.
Piazza Premium Automobiles is proud to serve as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network as the team drives for another championship. Experience the ultimate luxury in a newer certified pre-owned vehicle from Piazza Premium Automobiles with exclusive brands like Land Rover, Jaguar, Porsche, BMW, Infiniti, Alfa Romeo, Maserati, and Mercedes-Benz. You are sure to elevate your drive. Find the Pennsylvania, Delaware, or New Jersey location nearest you. Visit Piazza Premium Autos.com.
Hey Philly, did you know natural gas is the most reliable and efficient way to heat our homes, cook our food, and dry our clothes affordably? And with PGW, the benefits of natural gas keep on coming. PGW has programs and offers that can make life easier no matter where in Philly you live. From spreading your bill evenly across the year to boosting your home's energy efficiency with rebates, and from year-round payment assistance programs to servicing appliances, PGW's got you covered. Check us out at pgworks.com.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. When I say insurance, you say financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Now when I say nationwide, you say is both. Nationwide. Is both. Nationwide. Is both. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation, member FINRA, Columbus, Ohio.
We're reacting to all things Eagles-Giants tomorrow. The Midday Show. Hugh Douglas, Joe Giglio, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on WIP.
You're listening to the Piazza Auto Group Halftime Show on Eagles Radio.
Sponsored by Piazza Premium Automobiles in 15 locations, including Mercedes-Benz, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, BMW, Infiniti, Jaguar, Land Rover, and Porsche. Visit PiazzaPremiumAutomobiles.com. I'm Tom Kelly from the Eagles Radio Studios. Eagles trailing the Giants 20-17 at the half. Jalen Hurts 14 of 18 for 164 yards and a touchdown. Dallas Goedert 6 catches, 50 yards. Saquon Barkley 8 carries, 56 yards. Quinyon Mitchell exited in the first half with an injury. Bad news out of Los Angeles tonight. The Phillies fall in 11 innings to the Dodgers, 2-1 in Game 4 of the NLDS. Their season is over. Game ends, bases loaded. Andy Pages hit right back to Orion Kirkering. Kirkering tries going to the plate. Errant throw over the head of JT Realmuto. That is how the Dodgers get the game-winning run. Dodgers win the series 3-1. Dietz and Watson and the Travis Manion Foundation are honoring hometown heroes this football season. Visit PhiladelphiaEagles.com/hometown hero to meet the nominees. After the break, Merrill and Mike will return for the second half from MetLife. I'm Tom Kelly, and this is the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
This is Merrill Reese. After years of calling every thrilling Eagles moment, I know the value of a strong connection. That's why I'm partnering with Verizon and just made the switch. Crystal clear calls, lightning fast speeds, and reliable 5G network. Verizon keeps me connected, whether I'm in the booth, on the go, or streaming game highlights. Make the call like I did. Switch to Verizon today. Because when it comes to coverage, you want the best in the game.
In St. Pete, Clearwater, you can chill by the crystal clear Gulf.
And stroll downtown St. Pete's galleries and murals.
And hang with the locals at a fishing pier.
And escape to secluded white sand beaches.
Secluded, huh?
Yeah, and they're spectacular.
And then grab a sandwich at the grouper capital of the world.
And maybe a nightcap at a rooftop bar with sunset views.
Okay. In St. Pete, Clearwater, you'll find just what you're looking for.
And then some.
Your Florida escape begins at visitspc.com.
Did your air conditioner just barely make it through the season banging and chugging along? Ignoring warning signs now will be future use problem. Good news. WM Henderson Cooling and Heating can help. Ensuring your systems run smoothly is our #1 priority. And right now, get $2,000 in upgrades for installing a new HVAC system and 0% interest financing. So, save your future self big trouble and big money with a well-maintained cooling and heating system. Book today at WMHenderson.com.
Talking Eagles Giants tomorrow morning. Joe DeCamera, John Ritchie, 94 WIP.
Who needs to get hot? Who Needs to Get Hot is brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. How you heat your water matters, so whether it's a tank or tankless model, choose Bradford White. Visit BradfordWhite.com.
Well, there was one hit on the quarterback in that first half. Jackson Dart's run around. He was sacked one time by Jordan Davis. This Eagles pass rush, this pressure, needs to get hot here in the second half and disrupt things for this young quarterback.
The Eagles will be kicking off to begin the second half. They trail the Giants 20-17.
Yeah, and the Giants left the field at halftime with a lot of energy, a lot of momentum. They were able to get a field goal and then stop the Eagles from moving into field goal territory. So they're riding pretty high right now, the Giants are.
Actually, the Giants have 3 touchdowns in that first half.
Yep.
They missed an extra point. 3 touchdowns by the Giants in the first half. Hard to believe. Jake Elliott to kick off. Deep man. They've been kicking off to Olszewski.
Not a good idea.
No, I don't know why they don't kick off to Deontay Banks. Because Olszewski is very, very good. Crowd late coming back into the stadium. It's quiet. But New York is leading 20-17. We've got a lot of football left. Giants have played very, very well so far tonight. And Jackson Dart has been very impressive. Here is the kickoff, and it is coming down to Olszewski again, out to the 20, out to the, well, he doesn't get to the 30 this time. Good coverage by the Eagles of a line drive kick. 20-yard kickoff return. Tackle on the play by Joshua Uche. Uche came up with the tackle. Now, Mike, the Eagles have to show something on defense. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to rattle him. They've given him too much time, and he has slipped away from them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, that's the key, is try and corral him, give him little space to operate and to move around. If they open up lanes, he takes advantage.
They go empty with 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Now motion. Scatterbo goes in motion. They swing it out to Scatterbo, and Scatterbo comes across the 30 and is taken out of bounds at the 31 for a short gain. And it was Keely Ringo, who came over and made the tackle that time, holding Scatterbo to just 3 yards.
Yeah, much better job, Keely Ringo this time, going for the lower body of Scatterbo and knocking him sideways and getting him out of bounds.
It is 2nd down and 7 up at the 32. High formation, pistol. This time it goes to Scatterbo, who runs straight ahead, powers his way across the 35 to the 36. Runs into Jordan Davis, which is never a good idea.
Yeah, but Scatterbo gets low. He runs low. He's really good with contact balance and moving piles, moving bodies. He rarely goes down on first contact.
He starts out low. He's 5'9", 215. 3rd down and 2. In the gun. Dart. Scatterbo to his right. 3 receivers grouped to the near side. Here comes the rush. He fires, and it is caught. It is Theo Johnson. No, they say no. They say no, he does not come down with it. Boy, he had it momentarily, I thought.
Yeah, but really good coverage. I think that's Adoree Jackson that ended up getting that assignment, and he separates him from the ball. Yeah. Adoree Jackson does on Theo Jackson.
That's a big play. That's a big play.
That is. It's really important when you come out to set the tone, set the stage in the second half, and that was a really good defensive stance.
It really was. In the punt, Gillen. In the return, Jahan Dotson. Here's the punt. Left footer gets it away. Dotson looks up, calls for a fair catch, no choice. Giants right in his face at the 12-yard line. 3 and Out, sponsored by Modern Group for 80 years. Modern Group has been the area's trusted source for construction, arborists, material handling, and standby power equipment. Visit moderngroup.com to find out what 8 decades of experience has to offer. Now there's a penalty flag.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 21 of Philadelphia. Coming half the distance to the goal line. First down, Philadelphia.
Called it on Sidney Brown, unnecessary roughness. We haven't seen it. It's a timeout on the field with the score. The Giants 20, the Eagles 17. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Football fans don't just watch the game, they live it. From pregame rituals to postgame celebrations, PNC is proud to be presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network and a devoted fan just like you. Fans who show up in full force in every kind of weather, because keeping your finances boring allows you to make exciting memories full of face paint, tailgates, and all the things that make game day. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Kick off game day the right way this season with Hers, the snack that's rooted in Philly. They've been a hometown favorite for nearly 8 decades and counting. So when you say their first team all flavor, you can taste it. Hers runs a deep roster of unbelievable flavors like zesty, sour cream and onion, sweet and smoky honey barbecue, and slightly spicy jalapeno kettle chips. So next Birds game, you can't help but go for 2. Bags, that is. Hers, rooted in flavor.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
This Eagles season, get in the game at Acme. Enter their Swoop In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Eagles tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, or more. Download the Acme app or visit acmemarkets.com/swoop in and win for more details. Plus, save 5% when you shop on game days wearing your Eagles apparel. Acme makes sure Eagles fans have all their game day needs. Don't miss the football deal of the week. Snyder's family-sized pretzels, Cape Cod chips, or Pepperidge Farm goldfish, all $1.99 when you buy 3. Acme, the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new
Mary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply. And app only.
Hey, it's Devontae Smith. Hear me scoring touchdowns all season long, right here on 94 WIP.
First and 10 Eagles ball at their own 6-yard line. Handoff goes inside, and coming forward with all he has is Saquon Barkley. Let's quickly go down to Devin.
Thanks, Merrill. Just an update on Quinyon Mitchell. He is sitting on the bench, but he has officially been ruled out for the rest of the game with a hamstring injury. Back to you.
Brings up a 2nd down and 4. I'm sure you know this by now, but the Phillies have been eliminated from the postseason, losing 2-1 at Los Angeles in the 11th inning. Heartbreak after a wonderful season, but the dreams of something more have been quashed. For the Eagles, it is 2nd and 4. Hurts this time goes again, but Barkley finds nothing. There is not a sliver of daylight there,
yeah,
Mike.
They fake that. They get that jet motion or the orbit motion, and it's kind of a counter run by Saquon, but already when the ball is in his hands, Thibodeau's in the backfield already.
A.J. Dillon comes in. 3rd down and 6 for the Eagles, who trail 20-17. 12.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hurts lines them up. Slot to the far side. A.J. Brown to the near side. Hurts with Dillon to his right. Backpedals. He steps up. He looks. He is going deep. Wide open is Devontae Smith, and the ball is overthrown. Devontae Smith had 10 yards between him and the defender, and Hurts had to get rid of it, and it was just too far, Mike. That was the dream look.
Merrill, he has a clean pocket. He just overshoots him. It's as simple as that. Oh.
Tough. Eagles to punt. Oshevsky to a return. That was a great opportunity wasted. The punt is away. It's a knuckler. It's going to bounce and go out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. Here's Tom Kelly with an NFL update.
Thank you, Merrill. Bad news from Los Angeles. Phillies lose to the Dodgers 2-1 in 11 innings. Orion Kirkering, an error with the bases loaded, and Los Angeles takes the series 3-1. The scoreboard update brought to you by Dietz & Watson. Time to recharge with a halftime snack. Artisan meats, cheeses, and Dietz Nuts meat snacks are the perfect play call from Dietz & Watson.
45-yard punt, no return. Ball spotted at the 44. All right, the Eagles blow an opportunity right there, but they just have to come back and shut down the Giants and find another open gate. 1st and 10 for New York at the 44. Tyrone Tracy to the right of Dart. Dart fires a pass over the middle. It is complete up to the 48-yard line. He hit Humphrey, Lil Jordan Humphrey, for 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Now, Dart usually comes up with a couple of turnovers per game. He hasn't given the Eagles a gift yet. It is 2nd and 4. This time, it is another running play, and the Eagles cannot shut it down. Right up the middle goes Tyrone Tracy out of Purdue, and he picks up the 1st down. Unless they say it's short and they re-spot it. No, they do. They don't give him the 1st down. So it will be 3rd down and 1. The ball on the 47. If you're the Giants, this is 4-down territory.
Sure it is.
They're 1-4 team, so they're not going to punt. In comes Scattaboo. Single setback. Dart lines them up. One man wide out to the far side of the field. Dart. Scattaboo. 1st down. Now there's a penalty flag. Let's see. On the far sideline, there is a penalty flag thrown.
I thought it was so important that the Eagles get a 1st down on that first possession and keep that drive alive. And even if they didn't get the big play, just maintain the ball.
Having the face mask, defense number 94. 15-yard penalty, 1st down New York.
Oh, it's a big one. It is a big one.
Byron Young.
Face mask. Boy, this is anything but an easy game for the Eagles. Giants are playing tough football, taking advantage of opportunities. 1st and 10 inside the Eagles' 30. Tracy stays in to the left of Dart. Dart retreats. He's looking. He starts to pump. He is going deep. Penalty flag called. The pass was intended for Humphrey, and they're calling pass interference, I think, against the Eagles. They're calling pass interference against Keely Ringo.
Yep.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense number 7. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Or it's not interference, but it's illegal contact. That's the lesser of the problems.
They're having their way with Keely Ringo in this game. It's a little double move. It's an out and up type of route by Humphrey, and Keely Ringo just runs into him on the out portion of the route.
Quinyon Mitchell out for the game with a hamstring. For the Giants, 1st and 10. Ball on the 24. Dart puts Johnson in motion. He's running. Play action. Dart comes to the near side. He is tripped up on a good tackle this time by Ojulari, former Giant. Ojulari went after him and tripped him up at the 17. That's a good play, Mike.
That's a really good play because the hand fakes by Dart, very, very tricky, and he runs to the outside, and fortunately, they saw that he still was carrying the ball.
Still, it's 2nd down and 3. Does he give it to Tracy? He does. Tracy tries to get outside. He's thrown for a loss. Eagles smelled that one out. Makuba came up and grabbed Tracy and threw him back.
Yeah, he lost.
So they will lose.
Yeah, he lost on that play. An excellent job by Makuba coming up around the line of scrimmage. And, that's Vic Fangio. Sniffing around the line of scrimmage, and they try and bounce this play to the outside, and Makuba is there to make the stop.
Giants center, Schmitz, is shaken up. Giants are 6 for 8 on third down conversions, which doesn't bode well for the Eagles defense. Injury timeout brought to you by Jefferson Health, champions of care and official health system partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. There's a timeout on the field with the score. The Giants 20, the Eagles 17. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
At Hand & Stone, you get what you really need. Fewer messages and more massages. Right now, with the special introductory offer at just $79.95, you can disconnect and experience a restorative massage or a rejuvenating facial. When the digital world has you drained, the licensed experts help restore you. With over 600 Hand & Stone locations nationwide, relief is always nearby. So press pause on the stress and book your escape today at handandstone.com or just stop by your local spa. Hi, this is Merrill Reese. My wife Cindy and I had a new roof installed by Impriano Roofing, Siding, and Windows, and we're delighted. When it comes to your roof, good planning is essential. Jack Impriano and his 4 sons are a true family business, serving our area for over 5 decades, using only the best CertainTeed products. If you need a new roof, call Jack Impriano Roofing. Online at impriano.com. It's good to hire Jack and his team. Remember, the best homes have an Impriano roof.
For all the things you have to do and places you need to be, let Uber take you there. Because you had just one more 3 rounds ago. Because the 5 a.m. flight seemed like a good idea at the time. Because check engine lights always appear at the worst possible times. And because parking downtown is a nightmare. Because there are nights out, airport trips, and car troubles in your area, there are drivers in your area. Uber. Request a ride today. Wait time varies. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Breaking down this Giants-Eagles game tomorrow on the afternoon show, 2 to 6, WIP.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia. Powered by the Tasty Cake Studios and Odyssey Station.
3rd and 3 for the Giants. Ball in the Eagles 17. Can the Birds hold them to a field goal attempt? They have to get to the 14. And the gun is Dart. Dart takes the snap. He steps up. He's rolling to the far side of the field. He's going to run. He's going to run, and I think he has the first down. Eagles slow in reacting. He picks it up. You could see as he rolled out, the Eagles were holding downfield, and nobody came up to make the hit.
Yeah, and nobody's on the edge. Once he gets the edge, he gets to the outside, and there's no one out there. The cornerbacks run off by the wide receiver.
1st and 10 at the 13. Dart again on the gun. He's got Scatterboot to his left. Dart takes his drop. He's looping it for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for Humphrey, guarded by Ringo. I took a deep breath.
Yeah.
Because there was some contact there. Nothing called.
He's going to take those shots at Keely Ringo. We watched Humphrey on a couple of plays go up and high point the ball in those situations, and that's what they're looking to do.
Humphrey is 6'4". They go with a tight formation. 2nd and 10 at the 14. Pistol formation. Motion, Johnson. Quick pitch goes out to Scatterboot. Scatterboot turns the corner and gets bumped out of bounds at the 5. Or is he? Let's see where they mark it. They mark it at about the 5. They're not holding their edge, Mike.
No, and the Giants are just knocking them over. they're falling like pinballs when they go around the edge. It's not just Scatterboo, and he does, but they're knocking over defenders, and Scatterboo's coming right behind them.
They have the first down. It is first and goal. First and goal from the 1. Eagles in trouble. Scatterboo takes the handoff and he fights his way. Is he in? They say yes. They say he is in on second effort.
No, he's stopped at the 1.
Well, one official on the left side raised his arms.
The Giants players are raising their arms. The officials.
In the field is at the runner's progress will stop just short of the goal line. It'll be second down.
The referee was saying that it was stopped at the 1, and you're right. The one official running in from our side threw up both hands.
Yes, he did.
After replay assist, the ruling of the field is a touchdown.
Replay assist say the Giants have scored a touchdown.
This is serious. The Eagles are about to be in a 10-point hole if the extra point is good.
That outside run by Scatterboo, the Giants were just knocking guys over. And then Scatterboo gets down there and he does the same.
The Eagles about to be in a 10-point hole to a 1-4 football team that just came off of a loss to the Saints. 7:56 to play here in the third quarter. Here's McNamee with the extra point. It's up and it's good. He missed the first one, but he's made them all since. There's a timeout on the field with the score. New York 27, Eagles 17. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
It's a long season, but one thing is sure, Birds football is sure to make your heart skip a beat. But that flutter you feel in your chest could also be something else, like AFib, atrial fibrillation, a serious heart condition that needs expert care from an all-pro team like Deborah Heart and Lung Center. One thing is certain, all season long, Team Green is sure to make your heart flutter, maybe even skip a beat now and then. Just remember, when it's your heart, you don't take chances. DemandDeborah.org. Go Birds.
It's football season. Time to fire up the grill and bring your A game to the tailgate. Whether it's delicious Hatfield bacon to kick off your day or a tender, juicy marinated pork tenderloin sizzling for halftime, Hatfield's got your menu covered for every fan feast. From the coin toss to the final whistle, Hatfield brings bold flavor to every play. Find your game day favorites at simplyhatfield.com. Hatfield, better care, better pork.
In Philly, the field is sacred, the fans are family, and the energy unmatched. And Lincoln Financial gets it. Since 2003, we've stood with the Eagles through brotherly love and brotherly shoves. And for 120 years, we've been helping Americans with retirement, protection, and workplace solutions built to last. Lincoln Financial, the name behind the link. Learn more at lincolnfinancial.com. Lincoln Financial is the marketing name for Lincoln National Corporation and affiliates. Copyright 2025.
Just like our offensive line protects our star quarterback, plumbers protect the health of the nation. And Philadelphia Plumbers Union Local 690 is no different. In hospitals, commercial, industrial, and residential, with the best trained plumbers in the world, you can be sure your project is done on time and on budget, no matter how big or small. So when your business needs to build new or expand existing facilities, you can count on the members of Plumbers Union Local 690. Visit plumbers690.org.
Hear Nick Sirianni's presser after the game on 94 WIP.
Mike, the Eagles gave up 30 yards of penalties on that drive.
Yeah, it's funny. The entire first half, they didn't have not a single penalty. And that drive, they basically helped the Giants out.
Plenty of time, but they are in serious trouble right now, trailing the Giants 27-17. Here is the kickoff, and it is coming down to Bigsby at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's A.J. Dillon returning the kickoff. They replaced Bigsby with A.J. Dillon. Eagles legends Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick face off as head coaches. Don't miss Norfolk State, versus Delaware State, October 30th at Lincoln Financial Field. Get tickets now at LincolnFinancialField.com. 1st and 10 Birds. Ball at their own 30, moving left to right. Let's see if they can get something going. I thought they were in full gear when they went from down 17-3 to 17-13, but right now, Eagles are struggling. Let's see if they can pick it up right here. Hurts on 1st down, goes back. Hurts is looking, still looking. He starts to dash, he throws, he fires, he completes it. He's got a 1st down on the far side of the field to Dallas Goedert.
Nothing there initially, but Jalen Hurts once again keeping the play alive. Now there's room to run if he chooses to run, but he finds it wide open. Dallas Goedert waiting on the sideline.
Giants were actually up 13-3, then the Eagles made it 13-10. Right now, it's 27-17 Giants. 1st and 10 Eagles, ball at their own 44. Hurts lines them up. Slot to the near side of the field. Hurts stamps his foot. Hurts takes a high snap. He's back. He's got time. Got plenty of time. He's moving to his right. He's moving to his left. He's dashing. He's still looking. And he's going to fire the football complete down the nearest. No, it is not. It's caught by A.J. Brown. Does he stay in bounds? I believe he does. So he makes something out of it. I thought Hurts was almost ready to throw that out of bounds, but he did connect for a 6-yard gain to midfield.
Yeah, he initially looked downfield to Devontae Smith, but he was well covered, double covered.
Now the Giants are going to challenge.
Yeah.
I think.
They're going to challenge the A.J. Brown catch on the sideline, and the ball did hit the ground, but did A.J. have control of the ball when it hits the ground is the question.
Well, we haven't had a good look at it yet. He has it. He's got both feet in.
Yeah, but
he
then
leans out. I think he has. I don't think he loses the ball, Mike. What do you think?
It's hard to tell. I don't think you can really control the ball.
After review, the ruling on the field is an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
New York wins this challenge and will not be charged with a timeout.
The way he fell with that momentum, it was hard to keep control of that ball.
Please put 7 minutes on the game clock. 7 minutes.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. The ball remains on their 44. Eagles have to get something going on this drive. I mean, from a time standpoint, no. But you get the feeling that they've been frustrated so often that they have to put something up on the board. Even if it's a field goal at this point to make it 27-20. Hurts lines them up with Barkley to his right. Slot to the near side, wing to the far side. Motion, Dallas Goedert. Hurts backpedals again. Here comes the rush. Hurts is going to run. Hurts is going to dive down close to the 50. He had no choice. Somebody came free. Mawasau was pushing right in on him. And he picks up 3 yards. That's it. There was little he could do, Mike, once that rush came.
Yeah, defensively, the Giants are starting to change things up and playing a lot of zone here in the second half. And
Eagles have to get up to the 46 of the Giants for a 1st down.
And Jalen's just going to have to find those windows in that zone.
Motion. Jahan Dotson. Hurts his back. Here comes the rush. He's running. They've got him. They sack him back at the 38. And that was Burns. Brian Burns got to him. The protection is not there. He is not getting the protection.
No, he was running for dear life this time, and he tries to get to the outside, but Burns gets off of that block by Jordan Mailata, and he's able to get to him. They're running some stunts, and they're making things difficult. It's Brett Toth that he actually beats getting to the inside.
That's the 2nd sack by the Giants. in the punt. Man, he gets it away. It is a high wobbler. Backing up is Oshetsky. He catches it and then steps out of bounds at the 10. Good punt. Now he's upset about something. There's a timeout on the field with the score. New York 27. The Eagles 17. On the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Whether it's midfield or in the red zone, our hometown team can handle anything thrown their way. That's why PNC is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network and support the team's dedication to smart, tested tactics. Being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. And just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there is a lot on the line. Having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. This is Merrill Reese, voice of the Eagles. I've called games in every stadium in the league. There's one thing I've learned. Connection matters. That's why I'm partnering with Verizon and made the switch. From the press box to the parking lot, the coverage is flawless. No dropped calls, no lag, just reliable service wherever I go. So if you're thinking about switching, trust me, Verizon's got you. Get to your local Verizon store today.
Hey you, stop twisting your pretzel and get to Jacktoberfest at Del Toyota. 31 days of unprecedented savings. Over 300 vehicles to choose from. All with big Del discounts and incentives. Only at Del Toyota. Quit dipping your schnitzel and take advantage of 0% financing and no money down available every day at Del Toyota. Only 8 minutes west of Exton on Route 30 in Thorndale. If you're worried you're going to pay too much for your next car, you don't know Jack. Se habla español.
Jack, sell them for less.
Bet3. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Pennsylvania. TNC Supply.
Seth Joyner joins us tomorrow at 9 a.m. on 94 WIP.
If the Eagles back the Giants into the end zone and catch them, it'll be the safety of the game, brought to you by PGW. Safely delivering clean natural energy to Philadelphia homes and businesses. Visit pgworks.com for details. 27-17, the Giants lead. 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Giants have turned the football over 5 times this season. Eagles are hoping for a gift. They haven't gotten any. On 1st down, Dart backs up, looks right, fires right. Complete for about a 6-yard gain as he guns it over to Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt. I'll tell you something. Dart, Mike, doesn't look like a rookie. He is very decisive. He grabs the ball. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he lets go of it.
Well, they like the timing, the rhythm style of offense, and getting the ball out of Dart's hands quickly. So when the ball is snapped 80% of the time, he already knows where he wants to go with the football.
2nd down and 4. Dart standing in the gun. Dart back. He starts to run. He moves. He's cutting it back to the middle of the field, and they tackle him shy of the 20. He gets a couple of yards. That's it. Tackled on the play by Jalix Hunt. Got away from Jihad Campbell. So it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Giants. Mike, you hate to put this game on one guy, but in a game such as this, you really do understand how much the Eagles miss Jalen Carter.
Well, you can't put it on one guy.
No, you can't.
And the Eagles are now dealing with Reed Blankenship and I guess it's Cooper DeJean running into one another in the secondary, and now Blankenship walking off the field. And not just walking, but limping off the field.
Marcus Epps will come in. 3rd down and 2.
And Cooper DeJean, he's still out there, but he's actually limping out to his cornerback spot.
That's not good. Here's Dart again in the gun. A tight formation. Dart back pedals. He looks. He fires over the middle. It's complete for a 1st down. Wendell Robinson out across the 30.
They have converted now 8 of 10 on 3rd downs, and in contrast, the Eagles have only converted 1 out of 7 opportunities on 3rd downs.
And they were poor in that last week, too. First and 10. Ball at the 33. In the gun again is Dart. Empty backfield. Eagles can't get to him. Dart takes his drop. He floats it to the near side of the field. They pick up more yards to Wendell Robinson. This time about 5. They are chunking the Eagles to death.
You know, they're having success, and with that comes a lot of confidence, and you can see the quarterbacks playing with a lot of confidence, the receivers, a lot of pep. They're able to run away from these defensive backs. They're just playing with confidence.
Eagles need a big, meaningful defensive play. It is 2nd and 3. Dart looking. Dart going deep down the near side of the field, and it is incomplete as Cooper DeJean runs step for step with old little Jordan Humphrey. Cooper DeJean had him in his hip pocket.
Yeah, a little different this time with Cooper DeJean out at the cornerback spot, running with Humphrey. And now they go to the sub package, and Keely Ringo comes in, and Cooper then slides to the inside, and Ringo will be on the outside.
It is 3rd down and 3. Can the Eagles contain the Giants right here, forcing them to punt? 3:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Giants leading 27-17. Motion to the near side of the field. Dart. Now somebody moves, and I think it's the Giants. There's an illegal procedure against New York.
False start. Offense number 65. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Tyrone Tracy is in the backfield. So that turns 3rd down and 3 to 3rd down and 8. Eagles need a stop right here.
Yep. Reed Blankenship back into the game, so now you have your main guys back.
3rd down and 8. Can the Eagles stop them right here? With 3:12 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Will they target Keely Ringo?
Motion to the far side. Back goes Dart. He lets it go. Wide open on the far side is the tight end Theo Johnson, and he hauls it in at the Eagles' 45.
Gets it out quickly, and with the rhythm timing that Jackson Dart's getting the football out, he's finding his targets. This time it's Theo Johnson, and they pick up a big 1st down.
Huge.
He just runs a corner route and runs away from Makuba.
1st and 10. The ball at the Eagles' 43. Empty backfield for Dart. They've got to get to Dart. Force him into a mistake. He's back again. He starts to run, and they got him. They got him right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Patrick Johnson. Yep, the ex-Giant Patrick Johnson this time gets to him and puts a hat on him.
That sack, sponsored by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Eagles. Get to your local Verizon store today to check the latest details. Now there's an injured Giant.
It's their quarterback, Jackson Dart.
Dart? Wow.
You know, there's so much talk about his running ability, but I remember when he was coming out of college, I remember them talking about him not running so much, and he didn't like to slide. And coaches were on him about that because they wanted him to slide, worried about this type of thing happening, whatever has happened, worried about him not being able to get up from a play.
Well, there's a timeout on the field with the score. The Giants 27, the Eagles 17 on the Eagles Radio Network, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865 on 94 WIP.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to drive smarter with high-tech features and excellent reliability. Check out the Honda Civic, Accord, or HR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 4.99% APR on a 2026 Civic or a 3.99% APR on a 2025 Accord or 2026 HR-V.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
Merrill Reese here to talk about my friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. Being an Eagles fan is serious business with no time for aches and pain. The physical therapist at NovaCare will help make sure you stay healthy, active, and doing the activities you love, like cheering on the Eagles. With more than 150 convenient locations throughout the Delaware Valley and South Jersey, visit NovaCare.com to schedule an appointment. NovaCare is the official physical therapy provider to the Philadelphia Eagles. Experience the power of physical therapy.
It's Extreme Green, the new scratch-off from the PA Lottery. With top prizes of $500,000, you may be seeing green, like so much so your friends may be green with envy. With scratch-offs from the PA Lottery, you'll have the green light for fun. Get yours today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Clogged toilet, leaky faucet on one. Ready?
Uh-oh, you got a plumbing problem blitzing through the line. Time to audible and call in the pros. Roto-Rooter is your go-to defense for clogs, leaks, and any plumbing fix. Call the right play and download the Roto-Rooter app and easily book an appointment and receive exclusive service discounts. Touchdown! Don't get sacked by plumbing issues. Call in Roto-Rooter, your MVP for plumbing solutions. Download the app today and score big on savings.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
It's Extreme Green, the new scratch-off from the PA Lottery. With top prizes of $500,000, you may be seeing green, like so much so your friends may be green with envy. With scratch-offs from the PA Lottery, you'll have the green light for fun. Get yours today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly.
Hey everybody, this is Hugh Douglas, and me and my man Joe Giglio, we're going to break down the Eagles tomorrow from 10 to 2 on WIP.
Russell Wilson comes in. Dart trotted off, so he should be back in a play or so. At any rate, Russell Wilson is in. It is 2nd down and 11 for the Giants. Tyrone Tracy to the left of Russell Wilson. Wilson gives to Tracy, and Tracy is shut down after a pickup of maybe a yard and a half. It'll bring up a third down and about 8. And Dart is still not back in.
No, Jackson Dart went to the medical tent, and he is in the tent being examined right now. So this is on Russell Wilson for the time being.
Giants are 9 for 11, believe it or not, on third down conversions.
Yeah, that's why they're winning right there. Winning on third down.
Russell Wilson in the gun. Tracy to his right. Motion to the near side of the field. Hyatt. Wilson goes back. Wilson looks. He fires, and it's deflected at the line of scrimmage, and it bounces downfield. Are the Giants going for a field goal, or are they going to punt?
I don't know, but I know this fan base is not satisfied with a couple of plays that Russell Wilson just got. Looks like they're bringing the punting unit onto the field.
Makes sense. 1:21 to go here in the third quarter. Eagles trailing 27-17, down by 10. Jamie Gillen to punt. Jahan Dotson to return. Here's the punt by Gillen. It is high and end over end. Dotson calls for a fair catch and nestles it to his chest at the 12-yard line. So the Eagles have a long way to go, literally and figuratively.
Yes. A lot of concern on the Giants sideline for their young quarterback. In fact, I just saw Scatterboo go into the medical tent checking on the young quarterback.
I heard Rich Gannon, former All-Pro quarterback out of the Philadelphia area who went to the Pro Bowl many times, and he was interviewed talking about Jackson Dart, and he said, yeah, he's a fine young quarterback, but the question is, will he last?
Yeah.
Because he takes so many chances. 1st and 10. Ball at the 9. Can Hurts wake them up? He's in a pistol formation with Barkley behind him. Motion. Devontae Smith on 1st down. The give is to Barkley, and it's a wasted play because it goes no place.
It is a wasted play because, you know, 1st down, you have to get something, because if you don't, you find yourself in a tough 3rd down situation. But when you are not successful on 1st down, it makes things so difficult on your offense.
Barkley has 11 carries for 60 yards, but he's been shut down plenty too. He's had a couple of big breaks, 19 and 17, but a bunch of 1-yard and 2-yard games. It is 2nd down and 10. Hurts with two receivers to the far side, lone receiver to the near side. Smith, now Dotson in motion. Hurts gives it off to Barkley. Same result. Robertson Harris stops him for a loss of 2. It's a worse result.
Robinson Harris gets up the field so quickly, and he's into the Eagles' backfield, and there's really nothing that Saquon Barkley can do.
I've heard people ask, why don't the Eagles run the ball more? That's what they lived on last year, that big, prolific running game, because it's not working.
Well, and teams are playing it smarter. So when Lane Johnson starts to pull left, then Robinson Harris gets right in behind him. He's pulling the block, the left side. Robinson Harris is right in behind him, and he's into the backfield and makes the stop.
So they're not in third and manageable. They're in third and long, time after time. The third quarter is over.
You have to be able to win on first and second down. Stay ahead of the sticks. If you get 3-4 yards on first downs, you're in a pretty good position. But when you're getting nothing or minus on first down, it's a tough hole to dig yourself out of.
You know, I was disappointed, so were most of you, that the Eagles lost last week to Denver. But Denver's a pretty good football team.
Yeah.
And you're not going to keep winning week after week after week after week. But if they lose to the Giants, there is real concern, because they are playing a team today who has won one game and then lost last week to a team that had no wins, the Saints. That has to tell you something. Right now they are struggling with the Giants. Now, can they pull it out? This is a very stiff test for the Eagles. Can they pull it out right here? There's plenty of time. There's a full quarter. They're down by 10 points. But this will test them.
Well, this is an area where they've been very poor on third down tonight against the Giants. They are one out of 7 attempts converting on third down.
Stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865.
Jalen Hurts 15 of 21 on the night for 178 yards and a touchdown. Saquon Barkley has 12 carries for 58 yards.
And Hurts has been under duress all night. Now, he did have one opportunity to go deep to Devontae Smith, and the ball was overthrown. But for the most part, he has had pressure in his face. But the thing about the Giants that is interesting is that they are -5 in turnovers on the season. The Eagles are +4, and the Giants have not turned the football over in the first 3 quarters of this game.
Well, and you know the Giants are going to be coming on this situation.
Oh, will they ever?
Third and long. And the Eagles haven't shown that they could get out of this situation all season long.
Here they are inside their own 10-yard line. They have to get across the 22. Hurts with Barkley to his right. Hurts calling for the football. Motion, Devontae Smith. Hurts is back. Hurts steps up. He's looking, still looking. He starts to dash. He fires. He completes it. And pulling away is Saquon Barkley, but not far enough, because they've wrapped him up at the 20. And the Eagles will have to punt.
They're now 1 of 8 converting on third down.
What did you see, Mike, when you scanned the field?
Well, I think the obvious thing is that the ball is not coming out in rhythm and in timing. And even if you feel like the coverage is tight, sometimes you've got to give these guys an opportunity and expect them to make the play, or at worst, bat the ball down.
In the punt, Braden Mann in the return, Oshevsky. The punt is away. It is a spiral. Backing up is Oshevsky, taking it outside the 20, looking for running room, and he's tackled at the 35-yard line. So he has a 15-yard return. Sidney Brown makes the stop. We are now entering the RAV fourth quarter, presented by Toyota, the official automobile partner of the NFL. Toyota, Let's go places.
And the crowd is going wild now. The offense comes back out onto the field, and Jackson Dart, their quarterback, comes out with the offense.
He's back. First and 10 at the 34. Good field position for New York. Dart in the gun. 2 receivers left. A tight formation. Motion to the near side of the tight end. Handoff goes inside, and there's not much there as they give it to Scadaboo, and he goes down after a pickup of 2 under the weight of Jahad Campbell. 2nd and 8. The thing about Dart today, or tonight, is that he's just not making mistakes. Rookies are supposed to make mistakes. And he has been absolutely terrific so far tonight. Although the Eagles have put very little heat on him. You have to point that out. He's bracketed on either side. It is 2nd down and 8. Dart into a long count. Here come the Eagles. Passes thrown incomplete to Hyatt. And now they say incomplete. He did not catch it. He dove for it up near the 45-yard line and pretended to have it, but the official was right there, and he crossed his arms in a downward motion.
Yeah, really good coverage by Adoree Jackson. That's tight, sticky coverage.
It is 3rd and 7.
Because that ball is thrown in a really good spot, away from the defender and only in a place where the receiver can get it, but Adoree Jackson was in tight coverage.
Can the Eagles make it 1, 2, 3 and out? Dart again in the gun. 3 receivers slot to the far side. Dart is back. Dart steps up. He lets it fly, and it is incomplete. And it may have been deflected, and I think it was at the line of scrimmage, and it weakly went to the ground. Well, good pressure that time.
Yeah,
Mike.
they got the 1, 2, 3 and out. They got a really good push on that pocket, and they were able to get the deflection.
So into punt is Gillen, into return.
I think that's Ty Robinson that got a hand on that ball and deflected it.
Jahan Dotson standing back at the 14. We've seen a lot of fair catches. Can he do something with a return? Here is another wobbler. Coming up is Dotson. He takes it at the 25, gets to the 30, gets to the 34. Good job by Jahan Dotson. So he puts the Eagles in very good field position. That was, first of all, poor punt. Only 38 yards and a 9-yard return. Dane Belton made the stop. All right, let's see if the Eagles can get something going. Let's see if Jalen Hurts can rally these troops. Birds trail, 27-17. Devin, what's up?
Well, Merrill, earlier this week when Jalen Hurts was talking about the Eagles' offense and their inability to really stay consistent and find their identity, he said it's about having all of the ingredients but a different chef in the kitchen. You just have to figure out how they all can fit together with a different chef pulling the strings. Now, clearly today this has not come together. These guys are not playing efficient football, but he said it's about mastering the ordinary. And this is a message that has come across throughout the Eagles locker room. They really stress routine. They stress that tough, detailed together message that head coach Nick Sirianni preaches week after week. But guys, we've yet to see that click here on the field with this Eagles offense. Back to you.
Well, let's see if the chef can come up with the right recipe. With time wasting, 12:51 to play in the fourth quarter. Eagles trailing by 10, 27-17, and the Eagles have been doing nothing in the third quarter. They need a spark. They need that one play that's going to light a fire. For a chance to win an authentic Eagles World Championship ring and 50-yard line tickets to Eagles versus Bears, visit Prizio.com/Eagles ring. Sweepstakes end October 12th. See official rules.
Hey, it starts with winning first down. You cannot win on third downs if you can't win first down.
You're right. And what they've been doing on these last few first downs is running the football, and it's been nothing, and more nothing.
We know, and everyone knew coming into this game, that the strength of the New York Giants, the unit that's the strongest, is their defensive front. You know that they're talented up there. So you just have to be able to manage that and move the football.
1st and 10 at their 34. Plenty of time left, but the Eagles have got to get it going. I think I've said that before. 27-17, Giants. Hurts brings them to the line of scrimmage. A.J. Brown to the near side. 2 receivers, including Devontae Smith. Jahan Dotson to the far side. Smith comes in motion, right to left. Hurts on 1st down, fires out. He's got Smith, and Smith has a 1st down and more as he's tackled close to midfield. That will work. That's better than 2 yards in a cloud of dust.
So Tyler Newman, he's the safety out there, and Smitty almost slips him in down the sideline, but it's a real nice start to this possession.
It is 1st and 10 near midfield. 3 receivers to the far side, including Goddard. A.J. Brown to the near side. Hurts in the gun. Hurts on 1st down goes back. Hurts looking. Hurts is floating it. He wants Smith, and Smith can't come up with it, and the penalty flag, it's pass interference, clearly.
Yeah, good things happen when you throw the ball down the field, even if there's tight coverage. Good things happen when you try to get the ball to these wide receivers.
It's on a DOMO. 1st down brought to you by Roto-Rooter. Move the chains, unclog the drain. Leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter.
That's why I like it when Jalen decides to give these guys opportunities, even when you're in a tough situation. There are good things that are going to happen when you throw the ball down the field. They're smart enough, these 2 top receivers, to not allow defensive backs to intercept the ball.
That's a 25-yard penalty. 1st and 10 for the Birds at the Giants' 25. Hurts in an empty backfield. 2 receivers stacked to the far side, wing to the far side, slot to the near side. Hurts calling for the football. He's back. He stops. He fires. He completes it. He's got Goddard. Goddard for another 1st down, or very, very close. Does he have it? Yes, he has it. Tyler Newman makes the stop. Eagles are in the Deborah Heart and Lung Center red zone, which means a $100 donation to the Deborah Hospital Foundation.
They're going tempo, and the Giants are trying to platoon, get the right people on the field.
Hurts in the gun. Stacked to the far side. Slot to the near side. Wing to the far side. Hurts straight back. Hurts looking. Hurts fires. And it is incomplete, and another penalty flag being thrown against the Giants as A.J. Brown was upended inside the 5-yard line. It's got to be illegal contact, I would think.
Yeah, but it could be on the offense. A.J. runs into the, I couldn't tell if it's a corner of the safety, but there's a big collision. And I think it should be a no call, but I wouldn't be surprised either way.
On the play. Moves up 2nd down from the previous spot.
I completely agree with that as a no call.
Good observation. And so, it is 2nd and 10. A.J. a little slow getting up, but he's okay. A.J. out to the far side, but a tight formation. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Motion. Smith. Hurts back. Hurts pumps. Hurts fires. It's intercepted on the far sideline. Running down the sideline with the football. Taking it is Flott. Flott is knocked out of bounds shy of the 20. Hurts' first interception of the season, and it's a damaging one.
Boy, is it
this
ever,
is a killer.
Is it ever damaging? He really has what he wants. That ball has to come out just a little bit wider to Smitty, away from the defender, but it's to Smitty's inside, and Flott just takes it down the sideline.
If it were tough before, how about now? They're down 27-17, and the Giants are just 3 yards outside the Eagles' 20 on one big turnover.
Well, it's Dotson. He's trying to get the football, too, but that ball has to be out in front of Dotson, but it's a little bit high and behind him.
1st and 10. And the gun. Dart holds the football and gets very, very little, and then he's pushed back. Eagles better watch it. There was an extra shove in there, and you know how penalties go. You don't want to see them hit with a personal foul or roughing the passer.
Listen, when he becomes a runner, you get what a runner gets.
I know, but it was a little bit late by Dory Jackson. It is 2nd down and 7. Scalaboo and Tracy both in the backfield. Giants jump off sides. They were messed up there. That'll help.
False start. Offense over 72.
Down to
5-yard
Devin.
penalty till 2nd down.
Jalen Hurts just walked up to every single player who was out there on offense and said, "That's me, that's me, that's on me, guys." He gave them all high fives. He knows that he has to take ownership on that one. Back to you.
It is for the Giants. 2nd down and 12. Ball on the 25 and a half. Dart in the gun again. Motion. Scatterboo backs up to Dart. Handoff goes to... No, Dart is running with the football, tries to turn the corner, and he cannot. He gets banged out of bounds. I'll tell you this. He is going to be...
Yeah, he's going to get hurt.
Reserve list sooner or later because he just bangs into people. Jalen Hurts learned to slide or learned to run wisely. This guy's running the way Carson Wentz used to a couple of years when he was with the Eagles, where he thought he could take on linebackers.
I know he did that quarterback school thing with Gruden, and John Gruden was talking to him about that, about why don't you slide? Why don't you want to slide? And, yeah, it's going to eventually happen.
3rd down and 8. Giants have to get to the Eagles' 13. Dart in the gun. Here come the Eagles. They're coming. He's back. He lets it go deep down the sideline, and it is... Now they're going to call pass interference on the Eagles. They're going to call pass interference on Keely Ringo in the end zone.
Well,
Mike, we are
that's the
far
target.
from that.
That's the target. You have to pick on Keely Ringo, and that's what's happened all night long. There's so much production
Pass
in this game.
Defense, number 7. The foul occurred in the end zone, so the ball he placed at the 1-yard line, 1st down.
And the thing is, he's in really good position, and he really doesn't have to go and grab at Hyatt, but he does. But that's where the ball has gone.
Giants have a 1st and goal at the 1.
A lot of the Giants' production in the passing game has targeted Keely Ringo.
Phillies get knocked out of the playoffs, and the Eagles are being manhandled by the Giants. Not a good night for Philadelphia sports fans. Under center is Dart. Dart to Scatterboo, and Scatterboo is hit.
He's in.
But he's in. He's in. It gets worse.
The New York Giants. Jackson Dart. Really?
Really. It's about to be 34-17. And it's not over.
Listen, if I'm on the other side, I throw the ball at Keely Ringo as well.
And they're without Quinyon Mitchell, their best corner tonight. He got hurt early, hamstring. Extra point is up, and the extra point is good.
Adoree Jackson has played well on the other side, but boy, when the Giants need a play, they know where to go because they've seen this in previous weeks when they look at the tape of the Philadelphia Eagles.
34-17. Well, let's see. The Broncos came back from 17-3. Can the Eagles come back from 34-17? We have 9:41 to go in regulation.
Well, they certainly can, but the big issue that they're having, the Giants are so confident right now. And confidence takes you a long ways.
Mike, what bothers me the most is that the Eagles were so solid, so explosive at the line of scrimmage last year. And it wasn't just Saquon Barkley. It was the best offensive line in the National Football League.
Yes.
And right now, most of the time, there are no holes. There is no daylight. And the running game, we've seen it where they try to work the running game 2 times, 3 times in a row, and we've called it because of the answer that the Giants have had, a wasted play.
Well, without a doubt, in this league, there's a thing called attrition, and it catches up to every team and everyone who plays in this game. You know, your offensive line, guys aren't healthy as they were last year. Guys are a little older. Guys have more mileage on them than last year. All of these things matter.
Last year, the Eagles came here and they beat the Giants 28-3. 28-3.
Yeah, and it could have been worse.
And right now, the Eagles are here, and quite frankly, they are being embarrassed. They are being embarrassed by the New York Giants, a team that, if things hold up, will be 2-4. I don't think, quite frankly, that it was a matter of the Eagles taking them lightly. The Eagles know how every game can be in the National Football League. But it is a case of the Eagles showing some serious weaknesses. Here is the kickoff. And it is taken. And then fumbled out of bounds by A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon
gets worse.
Fumbled it at the 5-yard line.
It gets worse.
It can't get worse.
You know, the special teams.
It can't get worse.
For as good as the special teams have played, this is not their night.
May I ask, whose night is it?
The guys on the other sideline.
I think so.
Yeah.
Field position at the 5. Terrible. This looks like the first half against the Rams. Hurts in the gun. Empty backfield. Smith and Brown to the near side of the field. Hurts is back. He fires. He completes it to Brown up at the 10. And he rolls to about the 12.
Yeah, they like to run those brackets in these situations. And so on that inside receiver, they run the brackets. And Brown goes to the inside. Devontae ends up being in man coverage, singled up.
It is 2nd down and 4. Hurts again looking. He's being chased. He's rolling to the far side of the field. Still looking, and he fires, and it is incomplete, intended for Goddard on the far sideline. Mike, is this Giants defense as good as they appear, or are the Eagles just as poor as they look tonight offensively?
They're not as poor as they look, but you just have to do things the right way.
Here it is. 9:06 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Major play.
And the Eagles have a 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3. They're at the 12. Back goes Hurts again. He's looking. He swings it out on the far side of the field and getting pushed out of bounds to Saquon Barkley. He loses a yard. He loses a yard.
Is this all they got? I think the Eagles are going to keep their offense on the field, and if that they are. It's crunch time. Go for the win with the true fan favorite, Hers honey barbecue chips. Hers rooted in flavor. They have no choice at this point with 8.5 minutes left in the game. But what do they come up with in this situation?
Boy, you are desperate when 8.5 minutes to go in the regulation. You are going for it at your own 11-yard line. Hurts back again. He's looking. He fires, and it is complete by Devontae Smith up near the 20. Okay, they dug out of that for the moment. Now they've got to move, and they've got to move quickly. Every second is important in this game. They're in a 17-point hole. Hurts back again. Hurts looking to the sideline. He completes it to A.J. Dillon, and Dillon has an 8-yard gain. Clock ticking, 7:46. Tackle by Adebo.
They have
2nd and 3.
Yep, they have no option but to open this offense up, stay in that tempo, and get the ball out quickly.
Hurts again. Stamps the foot. Goes back. Here comes the rush. Hurts is going deep down the left side. He completes it inside the 40 to Goddard.
Yeah, just
inside
down the
seam. Giants 40 to Goddard.
And Dallas Goddard, recognizing they're just going to drop in zone. He runs right down the seam, and he has a lot of time for Jalen to finally find him and get the ball down the seam.
Hurts lines them up again. 1st and 10 at the Giants 38. Hurts backpedals. Here comes the rush. He fires over the middle. He completes it. Running with the football is Barkley. Takes it to the 25, and he fumbles, but it may have been blown dead. Did the ground call? No, it's a fumble.
Giants ball.
No, it's Dillon.
Yeah, it's A.J. Dillon that time.
Dillon who fumbled the football as he was falling down, and there is the 2nd turnover by the Eagles. 2nd turnover in this half. A drive-killing fumble by A.J. Dillon.
And you know in situations like this, they're going to try and punch the ball out. A.J. Dillon on his way down with the ball in his left hand. Somehow the Giants are able to punch it out. And, boy, that takes a lot of the air out of your sail.
Eagles came in +4, now they're +2. Giants came in -5, now they're -3. That's a big part of this. Bobby Okereke was the man who knifed the ball away from A.J. Dillon.
Oh, it was punched out. It
was.
Okereke may have made the stop, but Dane Belton coming in, he punched it out.
Mike, in the last 18 games between these two teams, the Eagles have won 15.
Yes.
I can't remember the last time the Eagles lost to this Giants team by this kind of, well, the score's not final yet. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but in this one side of the game, it's one-sided. It's totally one team dominating the other.
Well, it's kind of what the Eagles have done to the Giants over the past several years. And tonight, the Giants are certainly getting the better of the Eagles.
The Eagles have 10 days before they play the Minnesota Vikings. They need them.
Yeah, it makes
each and every one of them.
It makes that break not nearly as much fun as it would be.
Giants have the football. 2nd turnover. A Hurts interception, a Dillon fumble. 6:50 to go. And it appears to be in this game, not in regulation. This one doesn't show any signs of being tied.
No.
I can't believe this is the Eagles team that I'm looking at right now, quite honestly. I haven't seen them look this bad in ages.
I agree. It's been a long time because we have gotten used to this team being the dominant and more physical team. I don't think they were that tonight. They weren't the more physical team, and it really begins with that.
First and 10 Giants. The ball at the 25. Under center. Double tight end. Dart gives it to Scatterboo. Scatterboo breaks 3 tackles and picks up 15 yards.
Yeah,
maybe more.
18. He doesn't stop. He's going to continue to pound as long as there's time on the clock. This kid runs hard.
I hate to say it, but the Eagles are being shoved all over this field.
Yeah,
they are being pushed and shoved and totally dominated.
That's exactly right. This team has been the more physical team all night long. And this Scatterboo kid, well, he's just going to run you over if you get in his way, and he continues. And you have to make a decision. Do I want to stop this guy? 15 carries, 72 yards.
On first down, it's another Scatterboo run. And the pile moves. And another 10-yard run. The Eagles can't stop him. They're not doing anything fancy.
Nope.
They're just running straight at the Eagles, and the guys in blue are blowing out the guys in white.
That's exactly right. They're rolling up this defensive line at the line of scrimmage. Scatterboo is running behind him. And when you're in the secondary, when you have a guy that runs this tough, this hard, you have to make a business decision. Do I really want to try and put my hat on this guy?
Giants have 3 tight ends. All out there. They're not doing anything fancy. 5:24 to go. They're just running it right down the Eagles' throat. You can bet that they're going to run right here. They go with an I formation. They run it. And again, it's Scatterboo. And they're running the clock as much as they're running the football because the seconds continue to tick.
17 carries, 83 yards, 3 touchdowns for Scatterboo.
Philadelphia takes its first time out of the half. 30 seconds.
Eagles are taking a timeout. Look, Nick Sirianni is playing this and doing everything he possibly can to see if they can somehow reverse what is going on. But the Eagles, quite frankly, are being physically beaten tonight. They are being physically beaten on almost every snap. And to add to that, the Eagles have made 2 horrible turnovers. Giants have not turned it over once. Second and 9. Dart lines them up. So much for confusing a rookie quarterback. He has looked unrattled. Give goes to Scatterboo again. And again he moves the pile forward. The Eagles will take another timeout.
Boy, he runs hard.
He does.
Philadelphia takes its second timeout. 30 seconds.
Look, it's a long season. A lot of things can happen.
Look at these, the rookies of the Giants. Their quarterback, 16 of 24, 187 yards, and a touchdown, rushing touchdown. Scatterboo, 17 carries, 84 yards, 3 touchdowns.
There is a lot of blame to go around. Stats presented to you exclusively by PNC Bank. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. .505 remaining. Giants just running the football. They have a 3rd down and 5. Do they dare throw it right now? They go with a tight formation. Dart lines them up. He has Scatterboo behind him. Scatterboo is a one-man wrecking crew. Play action. Dart throws to Scatterboo, catches it, is banged out of bounds, but another first down. So that now they're going to throw a penalty flag. Who do you think it's against?
I think it's going to be taunting.
By Scatterboo?
Well, the Giants, they're having too much fun now. They're winning, they're talking smack, and that's kind of what you do when you're running away with it in a game that you can try and measure yourself.
Ruling in the field is that the runner gained the first down. However, after the play, taunting number 44.
Yeah.
It's a 15-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 from that spot. And that's his first unsportsmanlike towards a disqualification.
Well, they were booing the Giants here several weeks ago. There was a game, a contest to figure out how long Brian Dable will last. Would he make it through this season? They won't be talking about that at least for another week. 440. Under center is Dart. He has been outstanding.
Yeah, this will
gives
give
it
him
to
a week.
Scadaboo. Up the middle he goes. He just runs straight, and the pile goes with him, and he picks up another 10 yards. You know, here's the thing. You know he's going to get the ball. No mystery. No deception. You know they're going to turn and hand the ball to Scadaboo, and he just runs straight, and nobody can stop him.
Nothing you can do about it. The offensive line of the Giants now know that they can handle the Eagles' defensive front. The Eagles' defensive front is tired. They played 70-plus plays last week. They played 70-plus plays the week before. It's a defensive front that's tired.
19 carries for 98 yards for Scadaboo. Does he go over 100? Not on this play. The handoff goes inside to Devin Singletary, and he picks up a few yards. Don't forget, a week from Sunday, the Eagles play the Vikings at the Vikings. And then the following Sunday, they're right back at the Link against this Giants team.
Oh.
Twice in 3 weeks.
How fun.
Well, we hope so. I can't imagine we're going to see a repeat of this. But tonight, the Eagles have really been shellacked. Under center is Dart. Backs in the eye. Singletary takes the handoff. He picks up 3 yards, breaks another tackle. Across the 30. The pile keeps moving. Singletary is close to another first down. Singletary. Reed Blankenship makes the stop. Doesn't seem to matter whether it's Scadaboo, whether it's Singletary. Doesn't matter who they give it to.
Yeah, Scadaboo runs to hurt you. Singletary just runs to openings. Scadaboo's going to run you over. Doesn't care to run around you, although sometimes he will.
2:35 left in this nightmare. Giants 34, Eagles 17. Yep. It was that much.
The runner is ruled to be short of the line to gain.
Of a route.
He'll be bringing up 3rd down at that spot.
This score was every bit indicative of what we have seen tonight. One of the worst Eagles performances in years. And I don't think I'm overstating that, Mike.
Nope. They want this first down, so they bring Cam Scadaboo back into the backfield.
Listen, they came off of a Tampa Bay game last year, the 4th game of the season, and they were so bad in that game, you figured that this could be a long season, and then they just went off to the races and played great football. This team is going to have 10 days to regroup. Their coaches know what to do. Their leaders know what to do. Hopefully they get a few people back, and they play like the Eagles that we know and love. 3rd and 1 for the Giants. 2:19 to play. Scadaboo back in, looking for a 100-yard day, but he doesn't need it because instead it's Jackson Dart darting his way forward for 2 more yards.
Just a quarterback sneak to get a first and a fresh set of downs.
Dart has a lot of talent.
And they're going to take it to the 2-minute warning.
I remember watching him, in the East-West. It's not the East-West Shrine Game. It's the after the season. The Senior Bowl. The Senior Bowl. And Dart was very impressive in that. Senior Bowl. The Reese's Senior Bowl. No relation. Delaware Valley Honda dealers, contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Well, they're playing the old New York. And Giants fans are smiling. Giants fans who left here so often with their shoulders down and their heads hanging, wondering, will their team ever win? I'm not saying that the Giants are a playoff team or anything like that, but tonight they have looked like a vastly improved team that has drafted a quarterback that gives them a bright future. The play of the game is brought to you by Chevrolet. Come check out their award-winning lineup of hard-working trucks and versatile SUVs. Plus, find exciting deals available right now at your local Chevy dealer.
The play of the game was that Cardell Flott interception that turned the lights out on this game for the Eagles.
It was. The lights are out right now as the fans are standing and celebrating and waving their blue and white and red.
They've done this a few times tonight where they turn the lights out and you see the red and the blue lights all throughout the crowd.
Unfortunately, the Giants also turned the lights out on the Eagles. Delaware Valley Honda dealers, contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today. Again, this is not the Eagles team that I believe you're going to see the rest of this season, but this is an Eagles team that definitely needs some adjustments and definitely needs 10 days to find some answers before they head to Minnesota. Again, Giants again in 3 weeks at the Link. Can the Eagles reverse things and give them a long afternoon? Dart will take the knee, and the seconds will tick off. This is a very, very disappointing game, and for Philadelphia sports fans who had to feel the heartbreak of the Phillies being eliminated by the Dodgers in 11 innings today, 2-1. That was a crusher for all of us who love the Phils. And then to watch your Eagles tonight not show up, basically, against the New York Giants. A game that the Eagles started quickly, but then had to settle for a field goal. And from then on, it was pretty much in the Giants' hands. They take the knee. Giants double the Eagles' paltry 17-point performance. Let Jack Impriano and Impriano Roofing turn over your old roof with a brand new roof. The best homes have an Impriano roof. Visit Impriano.com. Sorry, Jack, that we didn't have an Eagles
Zero turnovers
that they came up with. Any rebroadcast of tonight's game, you're going to rebroadcast this. It's expressly prohibited without advance written permission of the NFL 94 WIP and Odyssey. Our statistician, Terry Small, spotter Billy Werndale, stadium chief engineer Austin Yim, stadium engineer Andy Coffin, and Mike Samsel, director of engineering Dave Scalish, studio engineer Andrew Swank, studio producer Mike Angelina, studio assistants Dan Wilson, Justin DeRazio, and Ryan Straub, and our producer-director, Joseph A. McPeak. And with that, the final 4 seconds mercifully tick off the clock, and the Giants have beaten the Eagles 34-17. That will wrap us up for tonight. The Eagles were wrapped up a lot earlier. This gives the Eagles an unofficial bye because the next game is until a week from Sunday at the Vikings. Believe me, they need the time to regroup. Mike and I will be in Minneapolis to send you all the action. Coming up, it's the PDQ postgame show with Rob Ellis and Tom Kelly. Once again, the final score. The Giants, it's painful to say, the Giants 34, the Eagles 17. For Mike Quick and